To the Black Independent, where we speak truth to power, unapologetically.
For too long, the black vote has been treated like a given, but we're not property. We're not pawns. We are the descendants of those who built this nation. And now, we're demanding tangibles, not tokenism, because the era of blind loyalty is over. This is the Black Independent. Let's get to work.
Welcome back to the Black Independent. Welcome back. We are live. Sorry, you guys, we are a few. I'm well. I'm live right now, but I'm going to find you. No, I will find you. It's we are a little bit late, but I tell you, this room is really filling up. It's filling up, and we're seeing all kinds of friends stopping by. So we are live, Mona and I, from Barbers STRONG, and it is pretty amazing. So I see what you're trying to do there. We're going to figure that out. We'll figure it out. We're going to figure that out.
It's our first time doing it off location.
Yeah.
So be patient with us.
Yeah, just be a little bit patient with us. But let's So I'm Jeannette, and this is Mona. It's gonna sound a little different back here. Let me just make sure I'm on the right one. I'm always on the wrong one. So
We printed it out today.
So guys, we are here at the Skills Center, right here in East Tampa at Barbers STRONG, and it is officially underway. Again, we apologize for coming on a little bit late, but I tell you, this room is filling up, Mona.
It is the energy just like that.
The energy is amazing.
I wish I could do my
my
camera to span the room, but this place is excited.
It
The whole
really
family is here.
See if she can help you do that.
She
Because
cannot
we really want you to see what we are actually seeing. So this is great energy. We've got all kind of people stopping at the table. I see Fran Tate over here coming over smiling. Hello. Hi.
Wow.
How are you? I'm great. Oh, it's been a long time. Yes, doing really great. All right, we're live, but doesn't matter because we want to greet the folks. That's okay. You guys are coming in, and this is exactly what we want.
We're gonna mute it for a second, so it's okay,
we don't want to leave. Okay, we can go. Okay. All right. So guys, I want to talk to you a little bit about what this is today. It's called Barbers STRONG, and I am pleasantly surprised that all of the people that are gathering here today, a Sunday afternoon. So, Barbers STRONG, let me talk about what that is with you. Just give me a second. Barbers STRONG describes itself as more than a nonprofit. It's a brotherhood in action. It's built on something that's always been true in our community. I hope you guys can hear me because the volume is really going up. So the barbershop has never just been about a haircut. It's where men talk, where men are heard, where men are held accountable. And today brings together, now get this, today brings together 4 barbershop circles from across East Tampa. And I tell you, the celebration right now is phenomenal. One barbershop, the cut and conversation. Another one, Men Up 365. A third one, Men of Valor and MenZorg. All under one roof today, folks. 4 barbershops here in East Tampa, all under one roof. So we're sitting inside a building that, in fact, has its own story. We're at the Skills Center. If you have not heard of the Skills Center, certainly should have heard of it at this point. So the Skill Center has been serving Tampa youth since 2007. And it just opened this 5-acre campus. And right now we are in the main hall. And they opened this in 2024. It's sports, they do tutoring, they do college prep, career counseling, and a home base for other Black-led nonprofits in this community. This is a dream for East Tampa, where we're coming together and having gatherings like this under one roof. So Barbers Strong, and I want you to remember that name, Barbers Strong, also a nonprofit, is using this space, the Skill Center, for their event today. And we're going to be talking to the attendees. And already everybody's passing by the table, so we're going to be grabbing the various attendees that are moving through the room, and we're going to do seated interviews for the next 3 hours. You're going to just see us pop up with interviews. We're going to be talking to the men behind this great organization, and we're going to talk to a lot of the people who showed up and the organizers who actually made it happen. And I think Jarvis has his hands in this one. So let's start. Do we have anybody that we can interview?
Yep. Let me
grab someone to interview. It sounds great.
Can you pull your phone up
on yeah. Okay. I'll put my phone up. So guys, we're gonna be just a part of the flow. We're going to be a part of the flow more so than anything else. So I think I'm going to get into StreamYard. All right, so we will be right back.
Y'all need to sit down and say hello.
Yes, we are going to sit down and say hello. Okay.
Let me rearrange actually, so we need you guys to be a little closer.
Well, we have our first guest, guys.
First guest.
You are our first guest, and I guess this is amazing.
Yes, it is. If you are not here, you should be here. When I say this, it's just a vibe.
It is a vibe.
The vibe is good, and the men who are making sure that they touch everybody and they welcome everybody. So yes, it is a good vibe.
Y'all, as I mentioned earlier, 4 barbershops that are coming together, and they are working on this throughout. And this is kind of like their little convention where they're bringing the community in together under one roof. And there's not just men here, families are here.
Yes.
So can you imagine families led by men?
Oh my God. Grandmothers, mothers, aunts, uncles, and the kids are right here sitting next to them, so it's good.
All right.
I'm gonna let you interview some important people.
So
thank you.
You are no. Just tell the audience who you are and why you are here.
Okay, I am Darlene Johnson. I am the legislative aide for Councilwoman Naya Young, and I am here in support of our men, especially our men who are in this room. And I just pray that everybody else comes down and support the men of Tampa.
We're going to be here for 3 hours, so you have plenty of time to join in and just be a part of something that is great right here in East Tampa.
Yes.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
You bet. Guys, listen.
Dressed and all that.
Oh, you don't have to get dressed. See, look at me. I'm in jeans. So how are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Great. So let the audience know who you are and why you are here today.
I'm Susie Lopez. I'm the Hillsborough County State Attorney, and I think any event where we can come out and get conversations going and reach out to young people about staying on the right path, and if you never happen to meet me, is always a great way to spend some time.
Never having to meet her, but Susie, we're glad that you're here. We think this is a remarkable opportunity where 4 of our barbershops, men in the community, have come together and bringing everyone together, family, and the politicians in the room is just amazing too.
You know, it's just great to see so many members of our community coming together.
Yes.
You know, to really just to speak as one voice. I mean, you've got Tampa General Hospital as a sponsor.
Yes.
You know, I mean, it's I think it's just phenomenal to have so many people out here working together to make our community a better and safer place.
Right, and I think right now is a really, really critical time that occurs. Given everything that's going on, it will be community that moves us in the right direction.
Absolutely. I mean, absolutely 100%. I mean, we're, you know, it's the summer, kids are out of school, you know, what are they doing? You know, we want to keep them busy, we want to keep them, you know, and also the barbershop is just such a community hub. You and I have the beauty shop.
Right,
and
right.
I hope that moving forward, there's always something for the girls.
Yes.
You know, because we are seeing girls getting in trouble some too. But I think a barbershop, and one of our deputies who's here actually has a barbershop.
Really?
So he's here today.
That's really awesome.
Big Jay the barber, yes, Deputy Matt. And so, you know, it's wonderful to see law enforcement, and I mean, there's a school board here, the county commission.
I'm
I
seeing
think this turnout is huge.
It really is. It really
Because
is.
it shows that people are invested in their community.
And I think this is their first gathering of community, or have they done this before?
There was something last summer, but it was similar. I was going to come and I wasn't able to make it at the last minute. But I mean, I believe in this. I believe in, you know, the logo. I'm looking at a sign that says Barbers STRONG, Brotherhood Community Support. That's exactly what it is.
That's exactly what it is, and I love that these are Black males leading an effort to bring folks together.
Absolutely. I mean, I look around the room and I see so many friends, so many people who are making change. I mean, you know, it's really phenomenal.
It is.
MenVision, I mean, the boys are here.
I see Ron there, and I do see school board members.
You've got the school board. You've got Norman Harris. You know, he's phenomenal. He's a pastor. He's a lawyer. He's a good friend of mine.
Yes.
You know, you've got Karen Perez from the school board. Freddie Barber. You know, Safe and Sound.
I understand he's going to be speaking today.
Freddie is, I believe Freddie's going to be the MC.
Okay.
You know, Freddie, I emailed him and I said, "Are you coming?" Because I sit on the leadership council at Safe and Sound. And, you know, he's going to be flickering the lights, I think, at 4:28, so 2 minutes.
Okay.
He's going to start flickering the lights.
You know what? I would love to have just heard from him before he gets up there to MC, but I don't see it.
But I do what he tells me to do too.
Freddie's been around for so long with Safe and Sound.
And you know, Safe and Sound, the proof is in the numbers. Those young men who go through the reporting center and go through Safe and Sound, recidivism numbers are significantly lower than they are.
I did have a mom that asked, the kids that are in Safe and Sound, these are children that were in trouble and they're okay. I just wanted to make sure that I said the right message.
We don't ever one bad decision to find out.
Absolutely.
And we all know that guns are not the answer.
That is true.
I mean, we're the old folks here. We know guns are not the answer.
That is true.
Now, there's Commissioner Myers there.
Yeah, she's waiting because I'm going to talk with her as well.
With her cute dress on.
Yes, I know.
I've already told her
so
how much I like her
stylish.
dress. No, she is incredibly stylish. All right, I'm going to hand you the microphone in your stylish dress, Commissioner Myers.
All right. Very good, Susie. Thanks so much. Commissioner Myers. I have been looking at, so I'm going to ask you to get closer. Let me help you. a little bit closer. You are a busy, busy lady.
Thank you.
I don't go many places, but when I do, you're there.
It's all about the people.
It's all about the people. You are in the community. Everybody knows who you are. Tell me what you think about this gathering today. Barbers Strong is relatively new, but the potential of the impact that it can make is amazing.
And that is wonderful. But let me introduce myself. I'm County Commissioner Gwen Myers, representing District 3. It's my pleasure to be here today. I was here a year ago when they had their first event.
Okay,
when the barbers opened up. A part of the funding was part from the Children's Board. I'm Secretary Treasurer on the Children's Board. I do believe in supporting the minority-owned business, and here's why. We have many of our youth who go to the barber, either their parents drop them off, and so they have that one-on-one conversation with the barber. And that one-on-one conversation can be an educational piece. How do you stay out of trouble?
Yeah.
What kind of grades you're making in school? What are you doing in the community? And so just having that conversation with a barber, it really empowers their lives to start thinking, oh, one day I could be a county commissioner, or one day I can be the mayor, or one day I can be the governor. It all starts how we invest in our young people, and it grows from there. And I'm so happy to see today we have some of our young people here at this conversation piece with the barbers. And I'm glad to see that the black men, the barbers, are involved with this so that this can become a part of the history in our community, how we look out for each other and what barbers or one of their clients need when we are hosting an event like today.
Absolutely, absolutely. And thank you so much for being here today. I'm gonna try to get out of their way. But thank you so much, and thanks for everything you do in the community.
Okay, and with anything else, go for Gwen Myers, August the 3rd to the 16th, our election day on August the 18th. It's all about the people. That's the theme I ran on. I believe in serving the people.
And we're going to see her next Sunday, the 19th.
Yes.
All right. Thanks so much.
Hey.
All right, you guys. We're going to continue to stay live. It looks like they are getting started. Looks like we are getting started. The mic.
Somebody had
Gwen Myers.
She took it with her?
Probably. It is. Okay. All right. So we're gonna make our way.
We got a lot of great stuff we want to share with you. And we want everyone to see a great opportunity to see you here.
It's just Facebook.
All right. So good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to Barbers STRONG. My name is Willie Martin.
All right, guys, we're gonna come back.
Thank you for choosing to spend your Sunday afternoon with us. Today is more than that. It's about creating space for honest conversation, strong relationships, healthy education, and strong communities. Because when our men are healthy, our community is strong. Let me say that again. When our men are healthy, our community is strong. We all know that that Bible song that said, "Where is the man at?" You show me a broken community, and the question is, where are the men at? Well, we can tell the men are here. Before we begin, I want to make sure we acknowledge our public and elected officials who are not allowed to be here. As I call your name, we stand and recognize we have our county commissioner, Commissioner Brett Myers, please stand. After we say the time, you use the nomads. Our schoolwork is here for us. And we have several candidates who are running for office right now. You can all stand and be recognized. If you are running for office, please stand and be recognized. So we want to advocate for friends, bringing us together for the leadership and hosting today's Barbers STRONG. Advocate for friends, let's please stand with your hands to recognize the putting this together.
What you say?
We have to pause and thank those who made sure that there was investment and make sure that we have. We want to thank you for your hospital, the Parallel Foundation, the East Tampa program. So I'm talking about all this.
I said that.
The barbershop is a place where you get paid more. Barbershop is where you go get therapy. Barbershop is where you get advice. Barbershop is where you listen and also let out. Barbershop is the one place that you can trust to get honest feedback whether you like it or whether not. The executive director of East Tampa, we're working with our young men who make good choices in the land and the justice. And the one thing that we try to teach them is the definition of the word friend. And I learned this from a barbershop. Barbershop is where you find true friends. Because a friend will do three things. A friend will support you when you're right. A friend will check you when you're wrong. And they'll love you regardless. And that is what we did at our barbershop. Men will support each other no matter what they're trying to do. Sorry, when it's little physical, trying to figure things out. Trying to prove themselves. We will always have a cheerleader in that barbershop. They will check you when you're wrong. When you talk about what you did and what you did, and they know that you need to get better, they will tell you that. I did. You better not say anything with those clippers touch the look of your head. And whether you're right or wrong, those things will love you. Regardless, just get started. In 2026, we struggle with that word trust in our community. When we see people come in and out of our community, we want to trust what they say. You can trust the statements you read in our barbershop. We're here to talk about passion. We're here to talk about the weight that you carry on your shoulders to lead not just your family, not just to lead your life, but to lead this community. And heavy is that burden. We are now reaching to the point where our women understand it's okay not to be okay, but it's not okay to hold it in. You hear it? Read that call. Clap it up for being here and say it's okay not to be okay. But it's not okay to hold it in. We're going to begin we got a great panel that's going to be for you. We got great moderator. We got great content. We want you to take pictures,
since I went for I got very late.
And support them and allow them to support you. The wisdom we need isn't somewhere else out there. It's right here and it's in those shops. So let's begin today by inquiring what is good. At this time, it's my honor to invite Chief Minister Jeannette from Muhammad Hospital 47 to come forward and lead us in our opening prayer. How's everyone doing? All right, at this time, we just want to open up our abilities and whatever minute we feel comfortable in praying, we just repeat after me inside. Prayer. In the most holy name of God, we give you praise. For praise be to you. And that is in the universe. You are the master of the air judgment in which we now live. For, oh God, we beseech you to have extra mercy. For we believe that we will trust in you for all that we need. For we are helpless in your cause with all of your costs. So we ask that you grant us sustenance. As we seek our refuge from anxiety, we seek our refuge from microstructure and power. So fight for us this law to keep us away from that which is prohibited, and with thy grace to be free from more of what is beside. All these and other blessings we ask in thy name, through thy Christ, as we see. Amen. All right, dear family, after opening up in the name of God, I would like to extend the greetings of peace of paradise as we sing in our original name. I said, and for those that don't know that need and the segregated peace ministry. As mentioned, my name and my title is Student Minister Chad Muhammad. I am the student minister of Hospital 47 right here in Tampa, Florida, under the great leadership of the Honorable Minister Louis Barber, whom I have the pleasure to work under God's name and serve in our midst as 93 years young.
Yes.
And we are so thankful and I'm so grateful to be here along with my brothers and sisters of the nation of Islam. First, I would like to start by thanking the invite. The person that invited me to be here, my sister, Jeannette Stewart. I want to thank all the staff and those that's working in this facility for the honor and the privilege to be able to share a brief word about Barbers STRONG. That's okay with y'all. All right? All right. I'm a native of Tampa. First of all, I just want to let y'all know I'm the barber by trade. I went to a Monte hair tech, for those that didn't know that. That was in 1998, and I went to a Monte hair tech. And I've been cutting hair for a good little while. I still have 2 clients, non-paying clients. How would y'all know about that? I've been cutting hair for 26 years and one of them for 40 years. And those non-paying clients is my son and myself. Praise God. Now, I'm so thankful to be able to have this trade because for cutting hair for 26 to 40 years, you only can imagine how much money I saved. When you think about inflation, when I add it up, 26, 40, I carried a one, I say like 1,302,340,240,23. This is a new. Also have had the opportunity to be at the barbershop conversations, the real talk, being invited by my dear brother and fellow Muslim of the job, we really appreciate you being there. We have had a chance to meet so many brothers and form a brotherhood. See, when you look into the Barbershop Strong initiative, I'm thankful for it because I think about how in the scripture, in the book of 1 Peter, he talks about honor all men and love thy brotherhood. And that's what we have to do. We have to love the brotherhood. And see, in the nation of Islam, we know a little something about brotherhood. And one thing also about the Barbers STRONG initiative, I love that it's talking about strengthening the community. Because we have a self-improvement class that's in Barbers Village, and we teach about that self-improvement is the basis for community development. And all Minister most proud teaching us that we must make our community a decent and safe place to live. See, that's why when you see the brothers out there on the corner, it's 93-degree weather, and you see in these suits and bow tie, and you see us better sweating, there's a reason for that. We want to show that we don't have to just dress up to go to funerals. We don't have to just dress up to go to weddings. So when they see us, they wonder, whatever you want to, we going out to the community, we go out to do this, they get it done. By God's grace. See, when we talk about brotherhood, I want us just to remind everybody in 1995, how the other minister was firm, he called for 1 million men to come together in Washington, D.C., and then the 2 million showed up. And when the men came together, they came together under the umbrella of reconciliation, restoration, and atonement. And these men that came, they stood shoulder to shoulder next to each other. And they came up under the voice of the other minister who was part of God serving in our midst. And there was Christians there was Muslims there was Hebrews, there was Jews and Nazis, there was Crips, there was blood, there was those who was rich, there was those who was famous, there was those who was poor and the working class, all stood together. And under a curtain cause, they said, you know what? We would not be divided by labels, but we would be united by principles. Praise God. And look at the results of this thing. The crime rates declined, while the consciousness inclined. It was men that returned home to their wives and to their family, and it was very apologetic when they spoke to them. It was old men that were created, young men mentors. There was over 25,000 babies that needed adoption, and guess what? 15,000 applicants went in so they could adopt children. And last but not least, in addition, there was approximately 1.7 million new black male voters that participated in the next election cycle. And after that spirit still, 15 years later, from 1995, that's what happened. Right here in Temple, Florida, the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan came in 2010. And he came to the Temple Convention Center, and 10,000 people came out to support him to be there. This is an example of righteous brotherhood. This is an example of righteous gathering. This is an example of what you have when you have power on the weighty word. So, in closing, I pray that all of the barbers, you know, when you have your endings, or you might have your endings in your wall clippers, and you have to shake that head. Know that your words can shape a life. Know that when we're talking about a barbershop, this should be a place of refuge, a place of solace and comfort. Know that every barber chair should become a place where wisdom is shared. It should become a place where burdens are lifted, where conflicts are resolved, where you can talk to the people. And when you look at that barber chair, when they sit down, it should be like they sit down in a pew. It's like they're sitting on a prayer rug. This is a place where healing begins. What we have to do is to be barbers strong, we stand together like a solid brick wall with no breaks in between. See, when we have the end and stuff what happens when the vision starts to come. But we can't be divided now because I'm a Muslim, because you're a Christian, or because the names in the title. The Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan says it's better to be united by principles than be divided by means. So at this time, praise be to Allah. So family, I thank you for these short words. I thank you for this brief moment, and I'm looking forward to hearing people that come up here and speak, and let us look forward to forming a strong brotherhood, a strong unity in the name of God. And let us continue that He bless us with life purpose, and He bless us with peace. As I leave here to bring the words of peace and paradise, Assalamu alaikum, family. Praise be to God. To enter to a rare asset, a PhD student at the University of South Florida, who will present Barbers STRONG, strengthening the path forward. The University of South Florida has been a valuable partner in this work, helping capture the voices in the spirits of the man who completed the mental health advocacy training. Please join me at this time, dear family, and welcome our big brother, Dale Jackson. With a warm round of applause.
That's our song. That's your song. That's our song.
Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Brothers, I am so excited for guys to be here. I am so excited to answer the prayer call, show up. We're going to jump right into the presentation for what we found. We're going to do first, we're going to introduce the committee members to the barbershop program. We met the last 3 months, so twice a month, trying to organize this event. It was virtual, we planned, organized, and we are. So I want to welcome Jeannette. Jeannette. Barbers, raise your hands. Where's James? James, from James. And last but not least, Dr. Terry, who was my guy in the U.S. She is the one who's spearheaded the coalition as part of the movement department. All right, we're going to the findings open for her. Once again, my name is Darrell Jackson. I'm a second-year PhD student at the University of South Florida, the College of Behavioral Science, and Dr. Terry is my advisor. So a little background as far as how we got here. In 2025, East Tampa program started in Hillsborough County, one Hillsborough District, to certain communities in 3 zip codes. 33603, 33610, 33619. We found that there were gaps. We advanced. We found that there were gaps in engaging African American men, especially with mental health concerns. So obviously, barbershops were chosen to close that gap. And once again, like Brother Muhammad said, barbershops is critical within the Black community. So the convention sought to train barbers to be mental health advocates in the community. The goal was to learn more about the experiences of barbers, to train and assess what resources they needed to continue with the helping the community. So at this time, we're going to ask that the barbers in the room, if you can scan the QR code if you haven't already done so, we need your input. And on the QR code, there's going to be a survey attached. The survey is going to look to see whether or not you agree or disagree with the findings of what we're going to present as we present it. In addition to, we're going to ask you to share your opinions as far as what you feel about what we're doing at this point. We'll take a minute to conduct the survey. Next slide. So we conducted a focus group with the barbers, and we had a lot of questions we wanted to ask the barbers. And some of the questions we asked the barbers, which was a great discussion, was what are some of the successes and challenges in using different engagement for training? What type of resources the barbers need to better support the clients? What other training and affinity barbers need and want? What help the barbers need support mental health, well-being in their community Black clients? Once again, the whole group was very informative. We talked about every time, actually, the barbers were transparent, they were honest, they were straightforward, and they gave us insight of barbers wanted and what they needed. So some of the cultural discussions that later things occurred, barbers talked about what they have organic trade. What's organic trade? Although the best property trade is more general, barbers wanted us to specifically develop trading topics so they were recognized various mental disorders with the clients. You want to relate trade, preferably black health therapists and others that are familiar with the community. And they also talk about training the trainer, meaning which we want to train so we can train other barbers so that they are received as far as what we call advocacy is concerned. And that's kind of organic training. And then barbers talk about other things that was helping the community. Barbers thought they wanted to help the community more by having specific contacts with organizations. They wanted to have a warm handout. McKinsey, how do you get a warm handout for the individual question moving forward? They don't have that right now. We also talk about, as far as the best part of the kind of resource guide, barbers wanted more instant access in places and organizations. They wanted to know how the client is doing based off of warm handout, a more intimate relationship. Another major thing we talked about was tangible resources. This is all about money. So we're not all about money. Barbers indicated that basically their focus was for black male youth. If a youth is on his way to a wrong path, what can they give these youths moving forward? As far as sporting activities, chess, anything that they can have as far as resources, provide for these youths so they can go on to the wrong path. And lastly, another major thing was being barber-led. What that means is that any steps to make the barber stronger, you want to make sure your voice is incorporated in the process. Any and all decision making you go with them, which is rightfully so. And this is how we're going to make barbers stronger. Now, basically, barbers talk about the barbers being like food. Sometimes you get all that. The whole media community at the time, they comes about. And they asked or talk about having resources as far as mental resources for themselves. Although they pull out a lot, sometimes they work out, sometimes they get rejuvenation as far as being able to talk to somebody about situations, which is very important. Overall, barbers are now they also want to feel appreciated and valued, which is very important.
That's okay. Show yourself. That's okay.
Okay. So what do we do with us? What's our goal with this path forward? Our goal is to have more conversations with barbers moving forward as far as more interviews, more posters, or one-on-one contact. What the barbers moving forward? Once again, this is Barbers STRONG initiative. We want to get the barbers to make this thing work. USFL also is to present findings, funders, and the community at large. Our job in the USF is to take recommendations from funders and the community that large is the findings hopeful to secure funding to scale out this program. And that's it from our next one as far as USF. If any questions, please let us know. Before if you're on, you continue to serve, please see our material here at the table. Thank you. heard from me, we talked about this experience, how we can better understand what happened before. I asked Susan, or take us even deeper, by explaining the impact of racial trauma can have with wealthy Black men. Please join me in welcoming Jason Haxford, owner and operator of Coco Counseling, whose presentation is titled Counsel Silence, Reclaiming Black Men's Barriers to Racial Trauma.
This is Barbers STRONG.
Silence at a cost.
We're into our second.
It costs us conversations, it costs us relationships, it costs us our health, and for 4 3 Black men, it has cost us our soul. For generations, Black men have been described before they have been understood, judged before they have been known, and expected to carry racial trauma in silence. Racial trauma is the cumulative psychological, emotional, and physiological burden of repeated navigating environments where your humanity is questioned and your identity is misunderstood. This study of mine, titled Exploring the Lived Experiences of Black Men Impacted by Racial Trauma, a linguistic inquiry into racism, identity, and trauma. This study was never about speaking for Black men. It was about creating a space where Black men could finally speak for themselves. If we continue making decisions about Black men without listening to Black men, we will continue building programs, policies, and services that miss the very people they were intended to serve. Yesterday, I completed my 11th interview, a process that has been going on for 3 weeks. For 3 weeks, I have been interviewing Black men for my dissertation because this is to create a narrative, not to fill out a survey, not to check a box, but to hear firsthand from Black men about their experience with racial trauma. These are my preliminary observations, not final themes. First, racial trauma is cumulative. The Black men describe not isolated incidents, but a lifetime of experiences. Second, vigilance became wrong. Many so-called constantly assessing situations, monitoring how they were perceived, and adapting in order to move safely through everyday life. Third, racial trauma profoundly influenced how participants understood themselves and navigated the world. Yet they consistently describe identities rooted in fatherhood, service, work, faith, legacy, mentorship, and responsibility, demonstrating that while racial trauma shaped their experiences, it did not define their humanity. Fourth, silence appeared repeatedly. As perfection, professionalism, survival, and sometimes hopelessness. Silence has consequences. Finally, resilience emerged through family, community, mentors, barbers, faith, and purpose. These stories are not simply stories, they are evidence. Allow me to step away from my role as researcher and speak as a therapist. We have another slide. Like the gentleman that introduced me, I'm the owner and operator of Clinical Counseling. Something that I opened up 3 years ago after spending 7 years at the University of South Florida Counseling Center. I grew up as a colored man under apartheid in South Africa before making the United States my home. Learning under one system of racial classification and later navigating another has profoundly shaped how I understand race, identity, and trauma. The histories are different, the systems are different, but one truth remains remarkably consistent. People begin to hear when they are finally listened to. Autonomy is the freedom to choose. Agency is the capacity to act. I was struck by the extraordinary agency of these men that I interviewed. They continue building lives, families, careers, and communities despite circumstances they never chose. Control and choice are different. Control is fragile. Choice remains ours. We may not choose how others see us, but we choose who we become. Patterns are repeated behaviors. Cycles are systems that keep repeating themselves. We interrupt patterns. We break cycles. And spaces like Barbers STRONG help interrupt isolation before isolation becomes inheritance. I played the song Optimistic by Sounds of Blackness. I remember playing that almost every night in the basement apartment that I lived in when I was an undergrad. Why? Because as a 19-year-old coming from Cape Town, South Africa, with one suitcase, that's not a lie, one suitcase and clothes on my back, I had to be an optimist. Optimism believes tomorrow may be better. Hope decides today's actions still matter. These 11 men demonstrated hope every time they chose to tell the truth. These stories are true. The question is no longer whether racial trauma deserves our attention. The question is, what are we willing to do differently because we have heard them? If you're a barber, Maurice, your chair matters, right, brother? If you're a father, your presence matters. If you're a therapist like me, your office matters. If you're an educator, your classroom matters. If you're a leader or entrusted with resources, guess what? Your decisions matter. Awareness without action changes very little. Healing is not the responsibility of Black men alone. Healing is the responsibility of communities who are willing to listen. Research doesn't change communities, people do. Research helps us know where to begin. These 11 Black men have shown us where to begin. My responsibility is not simply to finish my dissertation. I ain't gonna finish it. It is to honor their trust by ensuring their voices help shape better conversations, better counseling, stronger leadership, wiser decisions, and a more equitable distribution of resources and health. Because Black men do not need to be convinced that racial trauma exists, they have lived. Healing doesn't begin when someone finally speaks. Healing begins when someone finally listens. I read all of that. But if you allow me to speak freely for just a moment or two before my 10 minutes is up, I'd like to do that. Heuristic inquiry was developed by the name of Mustafa. And he developed it because other research wasn't going deep enough. When I decided what I wanted, when I was told I had to decide what I needed to do for my research, pick a topic is what my professor said. And I thought that it was like every other thing off the break. It wasn't. I researched the research. You know what metacognition is? Thinking about your thinking. Feelings as a therapist. Feelings are not thoughts, and thoughts are not facts. Yet, we have the facts. I have the facts. What are we going to do about it? We know so much. How about we find out? There's two questions that I often ask my clients. One is, what are you protecting? And what are you choosing? The reason why you answer the question of what are you protecting is because you want to understand and know whether or not you're controlling what you're actually supposed to control. Because control is not about power, it is about protection. Protection, failure, shame, embarrassment, grief, loss. If you answer the question, what am I choosing? That's based on your values, your beliefs, your life experiences. So I'll leave you with this. What are you protecting? What are you choosing? We talked today about the importance of creating safe spaces where men can be seen, heard, and supported. Now we're going to show you what that looks like. The next video offers is listen to the work taking place in 4 barbershops across our community. We are actually going to see directly with walls. This is where trusted relationships are creating opportunities for honest conversations, healing, and connection. As you watch this video, I invite you to think about the question: what becomes possible when trusted relationships become places of meaning? Please direct your attention to this man. Thank you.
So how do the guys that we're coming in and talk, we can talk sometimes, and that's what we was all family. It's all family. In the way you do that, and I said, we're talking. It's all family. in the room, some of them want to do that, and clap, go, talk, and it's like, and, you know, that's how I think the system, and generally, they come back and get, and sometimes they come back with new, they come back with more baggage, get all the issues, and, you know, you go from that for a long time, trying to survive.
Something I used to be or something I used to do, and I do things a totally different time. Be transparent with you as much as possible so that you can grab the constant. And by doing that way, earn trust with that person. You know, us as men, not trust people about it. It's like barbershop. A lot of people do this barbershop. And you won't know what's going on with that person or what they're dealing with at that moment, at that time, unless they feel comfortable and trust you to tell them. So if you have that, you know, let's keep that and return it. I know that it's really quiet, stern, you know. Like that. A lot of more problems, that type of person. This is a lot of today. A lot of today because I wasn't as educated as I am now until long. You know, I was strong prices in the low. You know, it's always more than like whatever. But we want to be there at this sort of time. There was an incident that happened outside of the stop where Harlem pulled over at the lot up front. So at the time, they got the police. And find out the bus had pulled over. That bus driver was alive by a cop that wasn't in line. So, like, man, I said something. So I have seen some workshop with the whole thing. You know, I make the same thing, come in and do the stigma and social media. So, he said, that is a good. I just thought my mind was I am the so, having all those guys I can do. Much for my sort of mom.
As we said, for the men, get up, stay up.
Brother G over there from Brother Man, they will walk the community and all the way to whatever other situation they contact people. I'm just getting around, around children, you know what I'm saying? They've been doing 2 years, I ain't really been active. I guess there's a lot that they did, the other way they love what I'm talking about. I mean,
We just talk about that, man. Football game, barbershop, somewhere they get more years. And sometimes all we're supposed to be there. Barbers STRONG to communities. Strength, togetherness, unity, love, and one nation. Always. Always me. In the barbershop, the discipline that we're doing right surrounding the areas, there's a cost. And we come out of the pocket to support a lot of stuff that's going on. So we think that
to be saying the picture that you're seeing right now with more financial backing. It's going to be beautiful, it's great, and we can save a lot of lives. I feel like we can save a lot of lives, and we can save a lot of individuals from going down a dark path.
You know, as I was watching that video, I always remember the words from my dad from time to time. And I remember him telling me when I was in school, he said, if ever you have a bad day, it doesn't matter if you went the day before, if ever you're having a bad day, go to the barbershop. Go get a haircut. And I questioned on it, you know, because I thought I was smart. And I said, why don't I go to the barbershop the next day I just gone the day before? He said, because no man leaves the barbershop feeling worse than he did when he got in. You know, it just looks better. You feel better. Even if you don't say one word. And so I'm going to find those words of wisdom to my brothers out there. In those times where you feel that the weight is just too much, go to the barbershop and come out feeling better. Once again, clap up for those men, clap up. I see we have another one of our elected state representatives, my brother leader, Mr. Driscoll. They said, so real change doesn't happen because one person has all the answers. It happens when ordinary people choose to lead, serve, and invest in others every single day. Barbers lead, guide, and invest in their community every day. We heard about it, and I know every barber can attest to it. They to themselves have gone in their pockets and invested in children in the community every single day, whether it was giving a free haircut or giving money so that a young child can eat, go play sports, or do something positive. Our barbers are invested daily, and so we need to make sure we invest in them. Today's panel discussion is called Becoming a Change Maker. It's going to be facilitated by Dr. Brotherhood, who's going to guide us through a conversation about leadership, healing, purpose, and the role each of us can play in our community. I'm going to introduce each one of our panelists and our moderator. As I do so, please show them your love by giving them a round of applause. Dr. Rasasa Malima, also known as Dr. R. He's a teacher. Dr. R is a Tampa-based psychotherapist with more than 30 years of experience, specializing in family systems, domestic violence, prevention, child and adolescent behavior, and mental wellness needs of marginalized populations. Recognized as the leading voice of stress in underserved communities, Dr. Valor developed the emotional freedom training, guided workshops in the principles responsibility to restore historical understanding and contemporary healing community and American activism. His work is also focused on cultural competence and cultural awareness. He served on national awards, and he has traveled to 102 countries to deepen his understanding of the global African experience. He's the former executive director of the Federation of Families and Healthy Minds of the World, a published author in 2 books with his MenZorg, Dr. Jeannette, and holds graduate degrees from Clemson and National University. Once again, clap it up for your moderator, Dr. come on to the stage. While he's been brought up as a licensed barber with more than 25 years of experience in both Florida and New York. Born in Rochester, New York, and raised in Tampa, he attended Tampa Technical High School and graduated from Urban Technical School. Having witnessed the growth and transformation of Tampa over the years, he remains committed to serve the community. In addition to hard work, and this is why it's important to know the brothers in his face. He's also a photographer, a videographer. He's an editor, Wall Street role model, and another. He's constantly striving for purpose growth, aligning himself with meaningful work, career opportunities, and community. His commitment to community service led him to join the board of CRB. He currently serves on the Youth President's Board, the Urban Technical School Barber Board, and is president of the Civil Family League Committee. He's also a Harvard contributor with the 245 Barbershop and headlines company. Show you love for my lady in front. We saw this girl on video with the album. Come on up, come on up, come on up. We faithfully served the same community for the past 13 years. Born and raised in Tampa, Ireland for another 13 years, a proud father of 6 children and the grandfather of 2 grandchildren. Giving back to this community after we got awareness are among his greatest passions. He believes that he finds example for mentoring others to create positive change wherever he serves. In 2025 last year, guys, let's give these guys love, let's listen to their Bible, please. Let's know who we're going to lead. Thank you. In 2025, this brother was honored with the Freddie Solomon Community Leader Award in recognition of his outstanding community service leadership. His mission is to continue to inspire others, strengthen his community, and make a lasting impact through service, compassion, and leadership. Show love for our mission. Coming to the stage next is Mr. Maurice Roll. Mr. Maurice Roll. Mr. Roll is a community leader, a mentor, entrepreneur, and founder of the prolific Valor mentoring program here in Tampa. Born and raised in East Tampa, he dedicated his life to empowering young men through leadership, entrepreneurship, mentorship, personal development, property development, and he's the owner of Maurice's Business Barbershop that's 18 years. Maurice is next for the Montana in Northern District. It's become a hub for dialogue, meaningful conversation, leadership, and community. Your initiative like that conversation now has been directly intercepted as well. Personal growth, leadership, and accountability, and power. Since 2019, he also has earned a privilege to lead the hub, extending his ministry to our community. He works closely with young men, being real ages, helping them develop confidence, discipline, entrepreneurial skills, and lifestyle experience and success for personal and professional. Back up for Maurice. T. Rick who was raised humble but outspoken. He's an imperfect man of God, and I like the way he phrased that. He's an imperfect man of God. Husband, father, and grandfather who strives to lead with grace rather than perfection. He's a practical real estate investor. He believes his greatest investment, though, is building stronger communities. He's the founder of Men Up 365 and the Men Up 365 podcast, where he pulls back the curtain on men's mental health, forgiveness, and personal growth. And he equips men with the tools to heal, grow, and step into true leadership. Show your love for T. Rich. This brother's a man of faith. He's a mentor, entrepreneur, and community leader. Since giving his life to God at the age of 13, he has dedicated himself to walking in purpose and helping others grow spiritually and personally. That's why he's the founder of Men of Valor, a faith-based men's group focused on strengthening men of all ages through mentorship, resources, mindset development, employment support, accountability, and most of all, prayer. The group's mission is to help men become better leaders, fathers, and individuals. He's the owner of Master Cuts Barbershop, where he's been cutting hair for 37 years and serving in the barbering profession for more than 3 decades. Beyond barbering, he's passionate about encouraging and supporting his community through faith, wisdom, and service. Show your love for Cedric Wayne. Before I turn the mic over to Dr. R, I see we have some young men in the back. If all of our young men from Men of Vision and any other young man can turn and face this stage real quick. All of my young men in the back. I did some quick math. We heard about how many years these men have been working not only in the barbershop but in the community. I want you to know across this stage, we have over 210 years of combined wisdom. So young men, this is your barbershop today. We want you to leave here feeling better when you leave than you came in. So let's dial in, tune in, and touch in. Let's clap it up for our panelists and our moderators.
There was some movie with Tom Hanks called Big. I feel like I had, you see me, I had to climb a bit. I already sprained my finger a week ago. It's kind of swollen, so I thought I was going to sprain my foot to climb the connection. But thank you, Brother Freddie. Thank you, Jeannette, and all the planners, Jarvis, James, for inviting me and allowing me to participate. It's a fantastic event. Here now a year later, and to get a chance to not only connect, but network and learn about the 200 years that the brother just spoke about. That's amazing. That's amazing. I greet you in the name of Baragani, in the native tongue of 2,000 dialects of the continent of Happy Land, which indeed is the original name for Africa. All of you is Malfaisa and Malkia, Mafasa and Malkia, kings and queens, So glad we be here as we discuss here in July, Black, Indigenous people of color, Mental Health Acceptance Month. It's a very important word. Acceptance from just awareness. Because these children are more than just aware. They are turning talk into action. That's what we would do. The young brother that presented his PhD candidate, I worked with your mentor, I knew her as Roxanne McNeish for many years. What a great thing. I had no idea of what your results were. But in the couple of times meeting with a group of Black clinicians, by the way, we're about to form the second only Black male clinician, our organization in the United States. In direct response to what I observed in just my first couple of meetings, wait, somebody needs to be capturing this. So glad that you guys are doing that and affirming what we knew from a grassroots level. Trying to bring the questions up. Please forgive me. Suddenly my iPad is not working. Finally.
Take your time.
Thank you. Don't tell me that. I had to be pushed out the door to make sure that I was going to be on time for this. Okay, what we're going to do is ask these experts of 200 years to lend their wisdom. You know, if you go up to many young people today and you ask them what they want to be, what's one of the number one things that they say they want to be?
Athlete.
Scream it out. Athletes. Entertainers. Well, it isn't, all of those are in the top 5. Influencer. Influencer.
Okay.
They're watching some people, 1 out of every 300, 400,000 become millionaires because someone watched their video 400,000 times. These gentlemen are influencers. The best type of influencers because they're doing it absolutely. They are influencers. What we propose to do is to make Barbers strong at the next level. So in many ways it is evaluating research because we know what they can do. They're doing it already. But we want to find a way to help them do more. And so one of the ways we want to ask them is what impact do they want to leave or to make individually or collectively? And so that's the first question for this evening, is how do we take barbershop conversations to the next level? And define the next level for us, if you will, leaders.
For me, the next level is going in spaces that we haven't been in, like stretching out more into the community and in our schools and political circles, places we haven't been, like we have the law enforcement and stuff. We typically, some of us haven't been dealing with law enforcement in different facets. I think these are things that we should start doing, reaching out and being that connector, you know, in our community. Yeah. My take on that is to start from ground zero. We get the young men, the older guys that are raw and uncut, right out from the streets, just to engage those guys up front, take their problems head on, and teach the younger barbers coming up, you know, how to engage these young men, because it's going to be an ongoing problem. It's not going to get fixed overnight. And, you know, we plant that seed to take Barbers Strong and barber conversation to the next level by teaching young barbers how to engage these young men and these other fellas, you know, on their mental health. That's my take on that.
Thank you, Bruce. Okay, let me ask a question I like to ask. How far you want to go? How deep do you want to go?
We only have 35 minutes.
All right. So my thing is for you, right? When I came up, there weren't any guys that was of age that was coming back teaching us as young, you know, youngsters in our teenage years. And so I noticed that our generation fell through the cracks, selling drugs, ripping the community up, doing a lot of, you know, disservice to the community, right? I would love to see us somehow reach the young youth, okay? Reach the youth to where they can really change this community. Because what I see right now, and I'm pretty sure all other barbers see and everybody else in here, I've had, you know, shops on all different sides of Tampa. And when I look out, I see what drugs have done to the community. It just ripped the community up. And none of the guys, you know, that came before us came back to the community to clean it up or to clean their face up and say, you know. So I would love to have some form of, you know, initiative for the young guys so they don't make the same mistakes that the guys that came before them with the drugs or what have you, you know, anything that's tearing the community up. So how can we, you know, lend a hand to the community of the people that's lost, that's on drugs, that's really messed up, and also teach the youth that's not the way to go. Because that's a big mess that we still got to clean up now.
Well, I believe as the founder of being a business provider, we got to be like being great again. We got to be great. Because I look at it as what uses the brain to give light to the kids, and then they got to fight home darkness. You understand what I'm saying? So until we get these men focused again, we're gonna always have this problem. So let's get the men focused, we'll get the families focused, we'll get the kids focused.
I want to add on to that. Along with getting the men together, I think we need to involve the community and like we made the fest of giving back and have, you know, dinners there, all types of resources, mental health, period, there on site. So that we can hear what the community is saying, get the feedback, and be able to, you know, help you right there on the site.
What we're going to do is say what you want at the end so that we can get some feedback from you. Because again, now, Brother Fred, your calculator is probably not big enough to calculate all the other wisdom that's in this group. We want to get your input too about what an impact might be and what it might look like. As already been said, this is about family strengthening and starting with the most important foundation of the family, I believe, and that is the father. Restoring to a healthy, absolutely yes,
definitions like Brother Jason, and in my practice of these more than 30 years, I can tell you that the breakdown of the Black family is a 60-year phenomenon. We did not slip below two-parent households until 1972. If you recall the television series Good Times, you recall that John Amos ensured he would not be a stereotypical dad, that he would be in the home every day. Back when he insisted he was not going to be the stereotypical role is when they removed him from the show. So his impact on fatherhood was profound. I can be here forever talking about the impact of Cosby on the positive psyche. So the question next for the men is, how do we change that narrative? More Black fathers, the number one group that involved in the education of their children are Black men. That's just a fact. Too many times the clinicians and other folks that we do weakness assessments rather than strength-based assessments. So the question for the men, this next question, is how do we continue to strengthen the Black family? What will be needed for the Black male to do so?
How we strengthen the Black family and what's from the Black family to do so. Personally, I'm a single father, so my thing is pouring into my children and starting at home, doing the best I can to make sure my family and my people are not part of the problem, that they contribute to society. So in a sense, like was said in the bio, I am part of my family reunion committee, so I really believe in family. So I extend out to my cousins, my other people, my extended family, and try to do things I can do with them. But for me, it starts at home, and what I do with my kids to try to provide and give them the best foundation and tools to navigate this world that I can. That is.
So I believe we need to start by getting rid of the stigma for our Black men. First of all, we got to learn how to ask for help when there's a problem. We don't need to hold up. We need a safe space for our men to come in and speak on their problems and issues. Get a lane to where they can get help with their situation. And, when we get them right, they can get their family right. They can get their kids right. It's going to start with getting us right. First of all. And we create that safe space, and we go from there. We build, we teach courage. We got to bring back confidence. You know what I'm saying? You can't care about this tough guy stigma that we have to carry around. You know what I'm saying? We teach the brother to receive love from the other brother. We don't have to look at each other crazy and pass it by each other. We don't have to bring our sons up in the situation of family or whatever. But we got to teach, get rid of the stigma so we can accept and restore power into our homes.
Like I say, our parents are still here with us, right? And so I was raised, and I'm pretty sure a lot of us were raised the same way, to where we can go to our dad and talk, or our uncles and talk, and and then still that respect. And so, if we can reach out to the kids to continue that respect of the elders down to the kids, we can continue to build on things that that we have right now. In this Barbers Strong and Custom Conversation and the other organizations that these barbers have. Strengthen the youth and teach that respect. I was brought up with respect, so when I see all the brothers that come into Custom Conversation, I know how to respect them. I know how to take a back seat or whatnot, or don't go word for word with the elders. And when I have my moment, if I need to correct or talk to them, I know when to talk. So it's kind of teaching the young black youth on respect, on how to deal with when a man steps to them, to talk to them, they can receive constructive criticism versus getting bent out of sorts.
Objective.
You have to learn to get back to God. Without that, we're doing it now. This is it. Last, very important is we have to be fathers outside of our homes. You need to be the father in your house, but those kids outside, your father in them too.
Thank y'all summed it up. You sharp the dresses so you
But, he made some good points, and I just want to piggyback on them. We got to get back to getting the fathers back into the house, right? Then, once we get the fathers back in the house, then we can work on the community. But until then, we need to grab the attention, right, of the community in order to do this, because it takes a village. It takes a village to raise these young men. And I like what he said, you got to be fathers outside of the house if you're already a father. Back in the old times, in the old days, I grew up in Brothers Village, and everybody around them knew, right? They were disciplined off top, and then go tell their parents.
Yeah.
So I think that we need to get back to the roots of things.
Yeah.
If you give the opportunity to expand the funding, etc., of Barbers Strong, the curriculum that we use will discuss not only some of the things that you're mentioning. Again, someone said you're already doing so much of it, and I looked at the topics that you covered. But we're going to change the question just a little bit this time, because this is the very most hardest thing to do, and that is starting somewhere. As I said, if we were to take a survey, I don't know how many people here, but we have 150 ideas of where to start. Right? We can't do 100 things. Federal government can print money and can't solve the problems. But if there were a list of your top 3, I'm gonna give you a chance to think about that. Maybe as you're thinking about that, maybe we'll take a couple of questions or input from the audience, because that's a tough question. 3 things. Where do we begin? If you've got funding, what are 3 things you're going to do this next week to be that change agent that we're talking about? Because it starts individually, then to family, then to community, then to nation. Everybody understand the I know that you want to write that piece of paper. Brother, I see you want to start that or you go ahead. The first thing is plan, formulate a plan. The second thing is educate myself to execute that plan. And the third is, I guess, making sure mentally, physically, that I do things that I need to help. I see I'm big on health. So making sure that I'm able to mentally and physically complete with those things. And, so that's free, right? Thank you. Thank you, bro. I think I understood the question. But the first thing I do is start by continuing to educate myself about mental health awareness. That's the first thing I do. Secondly, I would want to create some type of program for up-and-coming barbers to teach them once again how to engage and how to engage, I guess, approach, how to see people that sit in the chair with mental health issues. I would like to create a program to teach some barbers that I can see we to offer the person that I come to see. And then I want to create a positive outreach program for young girls that come to my shop and they need my help. I would like to create some type of program for those that almost have passed program. Something that I would like to just do.
How can we get this education out of the state? As a barber, I can only do so much as far as the doors. How can I go outside the doors and get this education? How can I educate all of the specific areas, surrounding what it is to drink? So the outreach, the education and the outreach. How can we really get something out there? The education, what's the cost? What's the evidence that we're going to say? We can always survive. So it's a big audience. It's going to take some bad some help to really get it out there. So it's the education and just how long can we reach and get this information out to the public, to the masses, and let them understand what it is we have. Because I know a lot of people will be willing and accepting for all the programs that we have, everything we're doing, if they need it.
I believe one of the first things you have to do is change that mindset. You gotta look at things around us to different, how to be positive, and we say this. You get so used to being in a traumatic situation that you don't know it's traumatic. You know what I'm saying? So it's really understanding what we have. Secondly, surround yourself with the right guy. You can see on work with. And last, I would say, you gotta do the work to be consistent. Be consistent. Consistency to change lives. So that's my opinion.
But I know you got some great words out of small minds thinking. Type of research that I do is like participant action research. Literally, people that are involved in the study, changing the study is going on based on just curious at first, being chill, they don't like thoughts. But I chill because some people with over time and
I'm having to, we have a group effort, right, with the issue, we agree on the issue, right? Then, the next step to that is, write the motion down, they can plan, they can base it, that is in you, right? Once you do that, then you can have a sign on the line, right? Sign on the line. When you sign on this line, you make yourself available for what you see. And I think it should go as planned. Not do it in that order.
We've already touched on how do we engage Black youth, the next generation of young men that are coming in with us. But so I'm going to change, listen to the audience, okay? So we don't run out of time. And I'm going to come back with a couple of questions, comments from the audience, and give us one final personal research. Your experiences, what you like. It's a simple body. We want to build it state. We want to restore an area of health in the country. So we go very for a couple of minutes. Do we have any questions? Okay, Elder.
Very much. What I believe is that we as people have to go back to our roots. So it starts in the beginning of time. It's a time thing. And if we don't recognize what happened over time that passed us, we're going to continue to repeat the same cycle. The more we put it in, we put the law on the way. I mean, we're talking to Black people, we're talking to people of color. But if you have to go to someone that's not of color to get funds, then you're going back to the same law. Okay? So you have to know your timelines and know that we are creation. This planet would not be here without us as a people. We would be here. We started out in this planet. The twilight. Way back then. El Keller, we get over this language thing. But we need to start talking about us. We've been traumatized. And we as a people have been traumatized so badly that we're believing in someone who's coming to help us, and we can help ourselves. This mind here is the greatest thing on this planet. And they know this. That's why they're being shut under. So we can get ourselves together, understand that we as people Make everything that was to do better. And to get back to that alone will give us the quality of being who we are to be. So,
my question is, really about the quality of the water, we've been drinking, which is a metaphor for knowledge. So, I think we have to go to a source that is going to be empowering us. I'll have an opinion about it, but like the brother said, sometimes people come on this kind of stage, you have to say about stuff. All right, any next question? Question, great question. Great, many questions, but first, I kind of jumped on more quickly, but the job sat in the first, this is a cussing conversation, very second verse, and 32. Of course, the property message. He told me, I told us, property is the message that he probably missed the word. I learned an amazing modification to say 2 months of attending cussing conversation. Hear the message, property, hear the man, miss the word.
Brother Thomas, put the spot here. I discovered this in my, I will say this, 4 things, awareness. And I listened to the barbers, and the barbershop seems to be a space for awareness. But at some point, we move out from the space for awareness to go to where people are. But awareness, affection, we have a heart for it, attentiveness, and the last thing I would say is accuracy.
You're talking to that guy. And one thing we do is perception is everything. If we want to try to attract what we want, we have to show a contrast, which is taking off the role, taking off the dress as men, so it can be a distinction. That's number 1. Number 2 is that we can't use the government. Like all y'all have businesses, y'all need to come together, right? Use your funding so you can get matching funding. Find a leader in this community who very well stay and pay them so they can go back into the community to receive the kids. That they are having social focus of that. All right, So they're trying to figure it all out. It has to be some way in the mentor where they trust us and believe in us to help them out. And they have to be receptive, first of all, to receive the information that we have. They have to be receptive to some of the criticism we get at home, making them hold themselves accountable. Keyword is accountability. All right. That's all. 30 seconds. We have a lot of good parts.
I want to say the part of people in the house. You got to realize, as we have understood, I mean, in the house, we're sitting there. We're putting together a platform where you need to teach and talk to them, young and old, and they can report to them in the house and in your family.
The greatest form of learning is that of role model. People will be what they see. Good, bad, and ugly. All right, thank you. All right, we got a question on the sister. Go ahead.
So far, I love to hear what you're saying right now. Not talking about how what you're doing with the telling young man over there. How to deal with it. I know these conversations, and a lot of times we are the topic. So what would you tell a young man about dating? How do we tell a husband about being faithful? Thank you. All right, this is actually something that I know you discussed because, of course, I'm working on myself for over 25 years, and you hear a lot of stuff in the shop. You hear guys talk about what they plan on doing, what they want to do. Your point, I think we need to be more respectful. And that's where it comes to educating yourself. You know what I mean? And not being part of gangs just going on. Because we just need to be better people. Right? All right, I'm not going to be on my soapbox tonight. That's what I'm thinking about a lot.
We need to do this. Accountability. You know, a lot of them don't want to hear it, but listen, sometimes it goes both ways. Man, this is the one that's today, right? Most of the time, most of the blame is something bad. You know what I'm saying? We receive a lot of blame when it comes down to, you know, the whole splitting of the home. But I think both sides are going to do it. So the man changes the house, you know that's going to come to it, the man that's going to come to it. Nobody wants to lose today, right? So somebody, the whole party's going to sit back and take a look. I got to listen to you, I got to listen to you, and let's figure this out together. The whole party is going to do that. We need to have that house.
All right. Okay. When it comes down to in my ship, I have a message in my shop, in front of the shop. I teach them that I value our opinions on first day. I teach them how to value people. Second of all, I teach them how to talk to people. Proper etiquette. Okay? I teach them proper etiquette. I teach them everything about respecting the woman. Also, one thing that I am guilty of is I teach them how to step back and take a small little punch. I feel the minister when it comes down to it. Because we are two different species of the human. And most women operate in no pun intended. Anymore. But a lot of women operate on feelings. And we have to take most of that as needed. But I teach my young people to love and respect their sisters, their elders, and their grandmothers. Are you ready?
Yeah, I want to say very quick, respect is possible. We have to start speaking life into the kids and our people, if you understand what I'm saying. Like, don't talk bad about the father. Before you leave, before the exam, before the experience, so I think, but we got to use it before we need to.
All right, here's another question. David, I would like to know, how are you all actually defining love? Because I guess I want to say two things. You said respect and love. See, women, we need love, okay? And that's what comes with respect, okay? So, how are you all defining it to me? That you can understand what they need, because sometimes men that they need love, they need food. How do you all address food? Because we see a lot of people in your homes. In the last 70 years, there have been a lot of things that black families under siege. Not just the
Hashtag Barbers STRONG and try to get involved and to support these men.
things like barbershop conversations.
These are the stories we don't get, or they don't get covered. And then I would be remiss if I didn't put election day is August 18th. You are not registered to vote, and you want to vote in the primary. Your deadline to register is July 20th. Your deadline to get your vote by mail ballot is July 20th. That's next Monday. Please make sure you are registered to vote.
And the homeless approach, not just first responders, not just physicians like this, not just ministers like Brother Muhammad, but a whole collection of
Good to
people
see you, Mr. Stewart, from the County Commission, District 7. Great program today. Thank you so much
that
for
affect individuals.
this has been an amazing program. Together. Primaries are coming up, like Bill said, on the state tour. It starts on August 3rd. Take care. Thank you, Mona.
Hey everyone, my name is. Can you hear me okay? Hey everyone, Jeannette all here running for the Hillsborough County Commission, District 5, countywide. I'm a Democratic nominee. I'll be on the ballot in November. We got an election coming up in August. We got to support good candidates up and down the ballot. When it comes down to politics or the barbershop, it's a space where people feel and they have trust and they have fellowship. And I say that not just as a urologist who treats men all the time, and a lot of barbershop conversations talk about things like prostate cancer, but I say that also as a new dad to a new baby daughter. You know, I grew up in Hillsborough County. I went to school right around the corner here at Young Middle School, and I graduated from King High. And I want to do everything I can to ensure that people have a safe place. Men, especially when we're talking about men in a space like this, have a safe place where they feel they can be vulnerable. They feel that they have that fellowship, they have that trust to be able to share their hearts. And truly, we have to have strong families. We're going to have strong communities. And the backbones of that is making sure our men are supported. So, I appreciate all the organizers of this event. Thank you so much for taking the time. God bless you.
Join us on YouTube. Hi, Frederick.
get directions from the boss or the supervisor. They get out of source. They don't know how to take certain criticism from a man. And so they get out of source. They say they really lose their job. So my manager is young men how to receive that direction. Since it's from men, and not just a mother, it's very important to have instructions.
What?
I'm going to turn it back on. We get to know you really quickly. You said that name. I am. Okay.
That's what it These men, part of the village. Us now, part of the village. We need to be better as a community, as a society. And that these are the world. Come to the meetings. Travel the world. All right, guys, so we're going to love us. Every person does every meeting. Let's start on Monday, and you go to our website and get to make it real talk. Barbershop.com. You want to have that son? You want to have that son?
I'm gonna go get
With reach out, we put on send it.
walk around. Yeah. Go ahead and it might have some power. Yeah, like that. Hey, Jeannette, how are you? You look great. Yeah. Coming from somewhere? I'm like, sure. You look beautiful. So this is great. And this is a great event. I'm talking to that other mic.
Last time we did it,
I can see you.
financial.
Can you hear me? You cannot hear me? All right. It's my first. Yeah, but you know, they're so new. The fact that they had it last year, I heard about it, but when you see her, I'm impressed. Yeah. Friend, tell the audience who you are, and I know that you have recently filed, so I want folks to know exactly who you are. So take an opportunity to tell them what you're running for. Talking to you. I'm right to the job. And I want to thank so we're going to have a regular election. When is that election? And we will. We got some really nice stuff here. In August, March 6th. So, 26th. All right. And next week, race as well. Please sit down. This is I got you.
Yes, it is. And more grace, there is no kids, graduations, all is everything.
Yeah. So in March, folks tend not to remember that there's a pretty important election that goes on in March
Yes.
here locally.
Elections right now are important as well.
Right.
They're important as well. They never affect the voters that don't get out here. Make sure you register. Make sure you still have participate. Make sure you're still registered.
Yeah.
Make sure you know
This is for T.
Right. Right.
This is all.
It's important. I think it's extremely important that you are going to the supervisor of elections site. I do that. I do that with my family members as well. To not only make sure that we're registered, but also if you are looking to mail-in ballots, that also has to be renewed. We've done that, so we got our notification that we can receive mail-in. But the key is you got to go check. You have to go check. You also have to check where your precinct may be, because that may have changed as well. So
definitely do. Done gone through it recently.
yeah,
Hello, y'all.
absolutely.
So every move you make,
So thank you for dropping by to talk with our audience, and I love this. I'd like to see more of this kind of thing in the community. This is for the Brotherhood. The barbers have come together and created a platform for really reaching our young men, and I am totally impressed with today.
It's I want to see the sisterhood. We women, you know, get our hair done. I want to see the sisterhood.
Yeah.
All these hairstylists together. Hello, somebody.
Yeah, yes. All right, folks. Well, thank you so much for coming through, and enjoy the rest of your day. We don't know how we're doing this, but it's a labor of love, and we just want our community to have a voice and to talk and to get to know each other. So thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Okay, folks, so we are nearing the end. So it's been a great activity. I'm not sure. It's been a great activity, so we're just really excited to have the opportunity to bring it to you. So right now, what we're planning to do is basically to interview people that we see here in the community so that you can hear from them. We have quite a few candidates that are running, and we're just going to try to have them stop in so they can hear them. Again, here we are, Black Independent, and our job is to get the message out so that you can be informed. Mr. People. Hey, how are you? So I got Robert People, and he is running for Congress, House, I think, District 15, State House. Well, I think I said State House, but I think it's U.S. I don't know. Now that is quite kind of interesting. Okay. Sounds good. Hey, how are you? Yeah, good to see you here at this event. What brings you to this event? But that's my question. Before you answer that, tell the people, because we're going to cut up little snippets and send it out. Tell the people who you are, where you're from.
Robert People, to start off with the community here in Florida, which is Hillsborough, County. We have Eastern aspect, the Eastern Pasco County office and the county hall in Pasco County. And our primary election is August 18th.
Okay, so that's the primary,
Yes.
and as you prevail, then you go to the general.
Yes.
All right, folks, it's really important to know that you are registered to vote, that you are registered to vote, and that you go to the supervisor of the election and check, must check, to make sure that even if you are registered to vote, that you are ready to vote, because it's a really important election. So, what brings you here today?
Well, also to add something about the voting, we have
Oh, of course.
8 days, we have until July 20th to register, because Florida had closed primary days. If you want to vote for Democrat or Republican, you have until July 20th to register as parties.
Okay, this is a very important point for those of us who are independents. If you're going to make that change, you need to make it by July 20th. Yeah.
So what brings me here?
No.
What brings me here is because this is the first time I've heard about it. I know this has been around, and I feel like we don't give enough attention to us as black men, as other black men, as far as mental health, as far as just being there for each other. And I heard about this, and of course I've been looking around to find out where I can do something for it. And I wanted to hear just be around fellowship, especially just being around other black men in rocking groups, especially going running for Congress. That's a big deal. And it's important, I feel like, to put myself with mentors. Definitely this is not I can do myself. How are you?
Right.
And I can go to say, hey, this is what I want to embark on. Basically, keep me in check. So,
yes.
And how also too. I think that's what I mentioned earlier.
There's so much more.
Hold each other accountable. And I think that in Congress, black men in Congress,
yeah.
I don't want to be there just as another
One of the reasons that Ramon and I do this is because we want to get to know the candidates who intend to become our congresspeople, but we want to have a platform to hold you accountable. And we were talking about this earlier, that we want to hear from you, but you will also, even if you don't prevail and you have aspirations in something else, follow and pretty much says, okay, what's next? Because there needs to be that sort of pipeline. And this happens, who are obviously interested, once they don't prevail in that first race, you have to figure out how to get ready for that next race. So our goal is to prevail, and that party to be accountable for what he said, but also for what the needs of the community are. Because sometimes you get there and kind of forget with all that pressure. To make sure that pressure is also coming from the community. Right. That's not always the case. We're pleased that you are running, and we just want you to know we're here. No matter what path it goes, we're here, and our goal is to assist you as long as you are more than assist you anyway. So I was glad to be here.
Oh, thank you. And I wanted to, if I can add something else too, it's accountability. I feel like we've all been there, a lot of times and I was one who did this too, where, you get defensive sometimes when someone tries to hold us accountable, but we've also been in a situation where we had something messed up on us, where our shirt was off this way or something out of place. And of course, when you go read the name after names like that, of course, you're like, nobody, and how you want to be corrected. But that's what accountability is about. So I say, look, I see that you are off. Not about trying to figure out.
I want to represent us well.
Right. Yeah. And I just make sure we're in contact.
Well, I'm glad that you were here today and that an opportunity to talk to you. And as we put this out to the community, that's what counts. And the eyes on you as an option. All right. So thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much. Good talking to you.
You bet. Hey, mother.
Good afternoon, my
I'm
dear.
We actually, I'm not going to introduce you. I'm just going to say to you so that they hear that we talk about who you are. We talk about you a lot. And as we're going through and as we're learning about this as a community, we realize that we can't really fully grasp that as a community until we go back. And that's where we say, oh, well, the education has to come from you. So, we're going to let them do that for a minute. They are sitting out of camera.
Jeannette, for allowing me an opportunity to tell you a little bit about Divine Goddess Giving by Brenda Allen. And I am the founder and CEO of my which is an opportunity for us to teach our teachers and do it in a very unique way, which will be on a global classroom, on our school bus, where we offer that place that our young men and learn our history from where we came from, so we'll know where we're going.
You guys, it's what's been missing in our lives, and this is the best opportunity. And well, I'm sure you are here for such a time as this on purpose. And you're at that moment.
By divine instructions.
I'm sure of it. I'm sure
Divine instructions to put my heart on the mark and move forward. So that's what I do.
You should hear her story too, but you're going to have to come to the classes because she will share the story. She has a great story as well. So, what brings you here today?
Well, my grandson, who is the CEO of Barbershops, has been attending a Catholic conversation, and he is a missionary. And when he brings back information from me, I take it to help him to understand that he comes from a background of greatness, so that his son will understand and it will not just be what this is, Barbers STRONG,
I know. I love it. Right. Anytime there are gatherings, you must be in this. Must be in this.
I try to make it.
I said to somebody, like, I said to Commissioner Myers, I said, I'm not at everything, not at much, but I am here, always there. That goes for you too. Which tells me that you're always attending as much as you said as you possibly can. That is
Indeed, because the awareness has to spread around. I've only been in Tampa for 12 years, but I have to make that impact because I was instructed to feed the people that are starting from a lack of knowledge.
Yeah.
And that's huge.
And notice she keeps saying, I was instructed to. She said that several times, and I've had previous conversations with Queen Mother Allen. She always says that obedience is what is key.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And being able to hear that instruction from a divine and being obedient to it. So the major workshops that we do on our second Friday is 7 principles of my eye. And we teach that to our young people because that way they know when they go out to be in order, to be peaceful and truthful, in justice and righteousness and harmony and laws. And those are just moral principles.
Yeah.
And we can all live by them and have a
Absolutely.
life on this planet.
So, if you have not heard of Queen Mother Brenda Allen, you heard it here, and you can expect that you're going to hear more from her in the future. So, thank you so much for taking some time. All right. Thank you.
Number 3, say number 3.
This is we are going to try to get as many interviews in right now as we finish up right now. Gary Hartfield is presenting at the end of the panel.
Don't let today's conversation
And this has been really absolutely great. Hold on. Holding on. Can you recall when this is? No, it's real. But I would talk. Yes. See what I'm doing. But I'm good. I know. We got to figure out I'm good, but I've got a camera. Yeah, y'all, we this has been a learning experience for both me and Mona. So nice to see us kind of troubleshoot right now. We need her daughter Riley. She's done. I can tell. Because one of the computers that we absolutely need. What is this? This your computer. This is all charged. But I can't
meet someone you didn't know before today and continue the conversations that are in this room. Our DJ will be here to provide
Hey.
take advantage of this opportunity.
This is us really working.
Exchange ideas and strengthen the community. We are all working.
That's really odd. I thought you could.
We have some very serious elections coming up. They are August 18th for our Friday.
I think I got it. I think I got it, y'all.
Again, August 18th for the primary, November 3rd for the general election.
No, I was trying to.
We need each and every one of you to vote, to engage, and to act like a not now.
No, I thought you
no
were.
other time that's what I'm thinking is least. And in your region, is being attacked, that your vote has power, and that you have to exercise it. If not only that's what happens today, it will attack your
It wasn't getting charged. It wasn't getting charged. It's not being charged. But we still haven't solved that problem. But you know,
we need each and every one of you to vote. We need to vote. In our community, you are tired and fed with what you have. If you're tired and fed up with
How do you know this is actually working? Does it light up?
Gutted the voting rights bill. If you're tired of the governor redistricting the state of Florida,
It's been a couple of hours, and got the mics here that may be
in the city, in the county, in the state, on the national level, I need to hear you say, we're ready to vote. So when I say, stand up, you say, ready to vote. You got it?
It looks like we're going to end it here and not walking around because we've got the mics on the laptops, and this has a mic. This is a mic as well. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah, that's fine. That's all right. That's all right. Hey, how are you? We put it together for you guys, actually. Just allow us to be here. So we are live. Right now we're live. Say hi. Say hey to everybody. Have a seat. Yeah, say hello. What brings you out here?
I wanted to see what was actually going on in the community
And
what men are actually speaking.
Yes.
Let me do the.
All right, I'm going to look this chair and see.
See you later.
Yeah, just scan that right there. I almost fell in your lap over there. I was like, that would have been really disastrous. And we're live. So this is great. But before we start, I ask you, why don't you let the audience know who you are and what you do in the community?
My name is Student Minister Chad Muhammad. I'm the Student Minister of Moscow 47, right here in Tampa, Florida. I'm under the leadership of the Honorable Minister Lewis Carl Jones. We're located in Progress Village at 7923 Valor Avenue. And what we have set up with several movement study groups that we seek basis for community development. And our goal and vision is to resurrect the dead, change the mindsets of the people, mentally, spiritually, and to raise us up to do our part. Under the leadership of Mr. Barber.
I did not realize you guys aren't at 550 anymore.
So we switched with Milton King. They got flooded out.
Right.
So we had moved to 5508 and now we're going to
I know people. So that's really awesome.
That's born and raised.
I lived on 88 and then 80 Ironwood Avenue. I don't know where Ironwood is. It's off of 87th Street. And it's one little small room.
Okay.
But that's where I used to go now.
Okay, we was off of 85th and that. So right by the little ball in the church. Yeah. Right there across from this Turner.
Oh, yeah.
Mike Drive with the freaking.
Y'all, it's a small world because we know each other as adults, and it's so good to see you.
See, you know, and I gotta say this just for anybody that listens, you really are. You gave us a chance right then, and women came with it. So we can you know how they took it with us. So they might love us from behind the scenes, but to me, really the only religious organization that was there during that time. They gave us a place, they gave us a chance, and we made sure our word was born. We could always go down without our payment, anything like that. It's really
I didn't feel like I was doing anything exceptional, but I know that I appreciated you guys. And I was amazed even when I left, you guys were still there. And but it's a testament to the nation of East Tampa. It's a testament to the discipline. It's pretty amazing. The more I learn, I won't say more I learn, I haven't really learned much, but the more I see and experience in this world today, probably the most stable and the most powerful religion. Yeah. And I see that events like this, whenever there's a meeting like that, you guys are going to be somewhere around. Yeah.
That's a big thing. Like, all out the stuff.
Right.
Get where we at. Just think, kind of do our part.
Well, what I would say to you, because I know you and I don't know the larger organization, stay steady. Your time is coming in a big, big way. In this about your program. The more we understand it's very obvious
to reach young men and young women.
there's something to but they have been telling us it's something
That's not out.
and I'm glad that you were here because in my mind it just makes it more so that you guys are still steady and just waiting for that moment where you will step into the great. What is that her name? Well, thank you so much for dropping in the office.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. I truly believe that the Nation of Islam is extremely important to the community, and I think that will likely be more and more clear to folks as things progress. So, hi, how are you? How you doing? All right, I'm Jeannette.
My name is Jeremy.
Jeremy. All right, were you?
But
barber?
yeah, I'm a visitor and I'm actually the brother-in-law of East Road.
Yeah.
One of the founders of the foundation. And I definitely enjoyed myself.
Founders of what?
Family Foundation it is.
Okay.
A lot.
All right.
There's a lot to process, but I will say that it was definitely a different experience.
It is. I want to see more of it. I want to see more of it. More men are leading, more black men. I don't know about more black men leading because I truly believe that black men leading without the interference of others trying to put their values on is the way this country has to go.
Right. And I definitely agree with that. You're right. Black fathers are definitely the foundation, the family foundation of our culture prospering and evolving.
Yeah.
So what we were destined to be. Yeah. And it was definitely a different experience for me being from somewhere else that definitely doesn't have a chance to see or experience it. And I would love to see this grow into something humongous where we can get this to go like worldwide. And thanks to me coming here and visiting this whole program, I definitely will be relaying this back home.
Okay, make sure you do, because this does have to emerge outside of Tampa, like you said, worldwide. I'm impressed. I heard about it last year. I did not attend. I'm glad that we were invited to attend. Mona and I did a podcast. Trying to get real community within community. This is full of it. So it's got to grow. It's got to grow.
I said I look forward to the future. And this has been one of the best experiences that I had in years.
Great. I'm so glad to hear that. So, Jeremy, you guys, and where are you from?
I'm from Memphis, Tennessee.
Memphis? Oh, wow. Y'all got some trouble in Memphis.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
We are totally, you're in our hearts.
Thank you very much for having me on the show.
Yeah, all right. Jeremy, thanks so much.
You too.
Yeah. that. All right. Okay. Okay. Do a program. Okay, I'm having, I can't hear you. All right, why don't we talk later? I want to talk. I'll read it. Okay. Hey, how are you? Oh my God. Oh man. All right, y'all. We're talking money now.
Money lady, Tampa-based tax lady turned money lady.
So, give them more about who you are and what you do, and then I want to know what brings you here today.
Okay.
All right.
Well, hey everybody. And first, thank you, Mona. Thank you, Jeannette, for all you do in the community and being a pillar. We appreciate you. And we're trying to do like you all, right? We're trying to just love on our community.
I'm trying to
and
do
give
like
an
you.
infinity.
I mean,
So if you do like me and I do like you, we're going to make this community so much richer.
All right.
So for those who don't know me, I am Natalie Freeman. I'm Tampa-based tax lady turned money lady. I believe in empowering people and teaching them that everybody has access to wealth and everybody deserves to be wealthy by helping them build strategies in their own stratosphere, their own ecosystem, using their resources to create wealth. I have an over 30-year career in finance, but I also love building our communities through entrepreneurship and economic value. So thank you for having me today.
Well, thank you so much. And you are here today because...
Oh my God, why am I here today? First of all, is this not phenomenal? Is Barbers STRONG not one of the most fundamental concepts? It is the pillar of the Black community. So it's where you're going to find our men.
The fact that they house the whole concept in the barbershop. Come on.
It is the Black man's Mecca. It is his cave. It is his safe space. And now we're empowering their friends, their mentors, their confidants with mental health expertise and resources to help make them stronger.
Yes.
Is that not exciting? Why wouldn't I be here?
And that extends.
Why wouldn't I be here? We have to get behind something as powerful. We have to support this. Our men were taken out of our families because of the disintegration of our families. So this is our effort to reconnect our families.
So
we build strong families, we build strong communities, we build strong nations.
Exactly. So by design, our men were taken out of our families.
Yes.
And by design, we've got to rebuild it.
Yes.
And I would say for such a time as this, because the times right now are such that nobody's coming to rescue us.
Nobody.
We have to fix ourselves.
But guess what? We are here.
We are here.
And we are here. A lot of people like to tell us that we're not here for each other. We are here.
We are here.
Today proved it.
Yeah.
This event today, if you were to see the masses that were in this place, proved that we are here. And now we have to continue to do the work.
And we will continue to do
and
the
we
work.
will continue to
This was their second gathering.
In mass. But they've been doing it.
They've been
in
doing
their own
it right. And then they
barbershop.
come together.
Which I love.
This is the second gathering of all four. And next year, we'll be right here.
We'll be right here. I'll be right here. And I hope you'll be right here.
And
we can't do it alone.
We've got to fill the spaces here and grow and outgrow it. Right?
So you asked me why am I here? I was here to learn. I was here to engage. And I'm here to find out how I can support this group.
That's the part. That part right there.
And then I'm going to support the group.
That part right there. He has so much knowledge and so much to give to the community in terms of a need that we don't always want to recognize that we have. And so she's willing to eat with us a lot to get us engaged into the financial part of what it means to be a success.
Because as they were talking about today, an economic voice is a voice.
Yeah.
And they were talking about silence. So if I can show one how to plant a seed and watch it grow,
yes,
economically, financially, and then I show people how not to eat their seeds. I think one thing in our community, we eat our seeds a lot. I'm teaching people, one, how to identify their seeds, and then put their seeds in the ground and watch them grow, and then share. We had a community garden, we could share.
I love the whole garden concept because, of course, I do the garden program.
I know.
I'm going to steal that concept.
Steal it.
Yeah,
and bring me to come help teach it from a financial aspect. But it's the same concept as the garden. How do our gardens grow? We all have to bring something to the table. Jeannette may have the soil. I may have the seed. You know, Mona may have the hole in the ground. And then we let God water it. We let the sun shine on it. And then we nurture it. And then when it sprouts up, we share it. We share it. And then when we're eating our fruit from our labor, there's seeds in it. We separate the seed from the fruit. We eat the fruit. We need to be nourished. And then we plant that seed again.
We need a community garden.
We do need a community garden.
Because the lessons that can be learned from the community garden, it all, I mean, we do that with the kids.
Yes.
We use it concepts to teach them how to live their lives.
I honestly just shared my heart. I would love to have a community garden.
Okay.
I would love to be a part of that movement.
All right.
And we teach lessons and we do the work. We teach lessons and we do the work. And Jeannette's gonna help me do it. I just spoke something that was on my heart, but I wanted it.
And I received it.
I want to do it.
So thank you so much.
Thank you so much. I don't know how much I love you, Jeannette, so it's an honor for me to be here. I so respect you and appreciate you.
Thank you so much. Yes, thank you. Thank you. All right, here. That lady is important for the community right now because of she will help with that whole financial piece that I think so many of us are missing. Hey, you know what? No, you can come on in. That's just me talking. Okay, so I'm Jeannette.
I'm chemist.
Say it again.
Like a scientist, chemist. Like a biologist, I'm a chemist. With a K.
That's your name.
Yeah, that's what I told you.
That's what he said. He said chemist with a K.
With a K. What's up, y'all?
Wow, where did that name come from?
Kemet, the original name for alkebulan.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm a scientist.
As soon as you said
alchemist,
I was like, and he mentioned alkebulan earlier,
right.
and I was like, I'm loving.
That's right.
I'm loving this sense of community that takes us beyond these borders,
right,
into the motherland.
We started it all.
Where we started.
Yeah. We started no science, no technology, no language without us.
Right.
We got the culture.
Nothing.
Hey.
And I think, well, talk about who you are, and then I want you to tell everyone what brings you here today, because we want to really encourage that community.
I love that. All right. So who I am?
Yes.
I am the chemist. I help entrepreneurs from our community who are struggling to make it and keep their doors open. I connect them with these individuals who are retiring and trying to sell their businesses. Their children don't want their businesses. We connect them and we help them to acquire those businesses with no money out of pocket. That's what we do.
I love that. What's the name of the business?
Synergy Capital. You can look us up online. CYNERGEGRUP.com. SynergyGroup.com. And you'll look up our Business Builders Program. And this is how we help you buy, build, and grow profitable businesses, bring you cash flow from day one.
I never heard of this. And y'all, our community is self-sufficient. If we are not afraid to come together, we are self-sufficient. And there are I just talked to Natalie, who is the money lady.
Nat free. Give us free, Nat free. That's this. That's yes. And she's all about that. The empowerment of our people.
All about that. So you came today.
Yeah.
Why?
Nat Free told me I needed to be here. If I'm going to be speaking it, I need to be living it in the heart of the community, making sure that we are giving our people access. Less than 1% of our people go through acquisitions. And the Black Caucus, the U.S. Black Caucus said that this is a way for us to regain generational wealth. 30% revenue in these businesses year over year that are being acquired, and our people have less than 1% access to this. That's a problem for me. We're going to change that today.
We're going to change that today.
That's right.
So this is the second event where all of the barbershops, the 4 barbershops have come together. They will be doing this annually.
Yeah.
So we're putting you on notice right now that you need to be a part of what happens here.
That's right.
Because the only way that we're going to grow, nobody's coming to rescue us.
Ain't nobody coming to save you. Save yourself.
That's it.
Save yourself. Big shout out to my barber, Sean Foster of Headlines Barbershop, Brandon, Florida. Hit him up. Great prices, great energy, great environment, and he's a tech nerd like myself, so you got to get in there.
I love it. Kenneth, thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me. I love what y'all doing. We need this.
Right.
And we need to hear from our elders and chiefs in our community to show us the way we need to listen.
We got it. All right.
Thank
Guys,
you so much.
You heard it from Kenneth.
Heard it from the best, baby.
All right.
Peace.
Thank you.
Of course, anytime. I'll be in touch. Okay, all right. Take care.
It's 7:05, so let's close it out. All right. Okay. Guys, we're a little bit over, but that's okay. We started late, so we are good. Hey, I'm Jeannette.
Hi, Jeannette. Nice to meet you, man.
Yes, what's your name?
My name is Anthony Moore with Empowered Minds.
Anthony Moore with Empowered Minds. So our mics went dead, so we're going to be using and competing. All right? So this is Anthony Moore with Empowered Minds. Look at that. And it's Empowered Minds. Nice.
It means that I am empowered, that I have the capacity and ability to achieve everything that God has ordained.
All right. Okay, can you say that again? Because I really want to make sure they hear that. And who's your target?
The target audience are young adults. Teenagers. I'm being recorded right now?
Yeah, you're on.
What's the better tip, right? You being prepared?
We will, but it is live. Right now. That's what I'm saying. We are going to create, but it's all right. We are live.
It's preteens, teens, and adults.
Okay, preteens, teens, and adults.
That's right.
All right, and if you're just right here in the Bay Area?
Yes, the Bay Area. We'll be Tarpon Springs, Macon, County, our Christian Circuitry, and those areas.
And how long have you been doing this?
I'm with Empowered Minds from here. Jason Lanton is the founder of Empowered Minds.
Okay.
He has a very compelling story.
And is he local as well?
Yes,
okay.
He worked for Verizon. He lost his family members. And he found a fishing therapy for himself. Now he's using fishing as an outlet to reach the adults and teens.
Okay, so if anybody's interested in Empowered Minds, how do they?
Well, you can go online right here and learn more about who we are or at Empowered Minds. Bottom of the wheel, www.com, empoweredminds.org, and www.empoweredminds.com.
All right, I'll probably put this in the chat somewhere.
Also, we have monthly mental health workshop that we do for preteens, teens, and adults. It's called our licensed therapists. We generally did suicide for Friday. It's important. Top of that is that it's not a problem but it's violent to yourself. It's when we're having a time, and when it's time, how do you value your time? And young adults and young adults need to value time. It's time as well.
Right. So have you guys tapped into the team takeovers and
yes, we're working for the sake of the competition.
All right. And also, I guess with the latest, our team's really understanding their proximity to other races and what that means when they're the only one. So I want us to, you know what I mean? Okay, the young man who went out voting and our understanding of what that means when we're the only one, and how do we teach our children to be more situational aware?
It's true, it's navigating all spaces with wisdom and self-awareness. And we have a profession that we taught also being self-aware. Not only yourself, but also your environment. And I think that's pretty much how we do it. But on the platform right now, it's so limited. Self-awareness is yourself or your external environment.
All right. So thank you so much for talking with me and yeah. Okay. All righty. All right. So that was really interesting as well. So much talent here tonight. When I say that we are enough and that we are self-sufficient, that's what I mean. But we as a community have to believe that there's so much talent within the community. We don't get to know about it until we have gatherings like this. Brother Gary, how are you?
Yes, ma'am.
How are you?
Sister Bradley, I'm great. How are you?
Great. I am fabulous.
Yeah.
So I'm asking people to talk to the audience, who you are, what you do, and if you can talk about even your plans, politics,
absolutely.
And then we'll talk about why you're here today.
Absolutely.
All right.
So my name is Gary Hartfield. I am a father of 3, 2 girls and a boy. All of them are my heart's joy. I'm a community advocate. I had the privilege of serving with Celeste Roberts and Patricia Gordon to help build and renovate the Skills Center where we are today. It was one of, if not the largest raise in the African American community. We raised over $30 million to get this done. That's part of my community advocacy here in Tampa. In addition, I'm an entrepreneur. I'm a serial entrepreneur. I own healthcare companies, also a full-service insurance firm, and I'm a commercial real estate investor. So those are kind of the 30,000-foot level view of what I do. In addition, I am a candidate for mayor here in the city of Tampa. We're looking forward to bringing innovation and moving this city forward, and we're looking forward to great things here in the city of Tampa.
We really are looking forward to great things, and I didn't know everything that you do.
Yes.
That is impressive.
Thank you.
All right, so a mayoral run?
Mayoral run.
Where did that come from?
So
have you been planning this for a while?
Yes.
Talk to us about why.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So our why, our catalyst moment came about 10 years ago.
Okay.
As we think about our forefathers, as we think about our foremothers and their contributions to this country, as they fought, as they died, as they labored for us to have the right to vote, for us to have the right to be educated where we need to be educated, for us to have the right to run for public office, for us to have the right to do the things that we find are important and not be limited by racist viewpoints. All of those things were catalytic moments for me that said, here, of all the things that you've been blessed with, how are you giving back? So most of the time, it's not normal for someone to want to put their lives under the public spotlight, right? I could have said, I can be tired, I can just be convenient, I can live comfortably and not have to expose myself. But what would our forefathers and our foremothers say to that? What would Medgar Evers say? What would Dr. King say? What would Malcolm X say? What would Harriet Tubman say? What would Sojourner Truth say? They would say that you can rest for a while, brother, but there's more work to do. So running for office here in the city of Tampa, wanting to be mayor, is my contribution to the next level of elevation and the next level of community service.
So we won't do this here tonight, but I really want to spend a lot of time with the Lord.
Yes.
That decision to run. And I think Tampa is a very special place.
I agree.
I have always felt, being an Army brat, I've been everywhere,
Yeah.
that I love this place,
Yes.
but it could be so much more.
Right. I agree. I agree.
For the black community
Yes.
as well,
Absolutely.
it could be so much more.
I agree.
And as you know, that our platform is we are black independent, that's who we are. So our perspective is always from a black perspective, how to move the community in a way that was never moved before.
Yes.
And so we're looking for, all right, conversation, we're going to have this conversation.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I mean, real quick, we moved this community. We moved the black community forward, number one, through education. We have to make sure that our community is fully informed. Scripture speaks to the fact that my people perish because of a lack of knowledge.
Absolutely, absolutely. So I'm going to stop you there because we're going to have these conversations, y'all, so don't worry, he's going to be back.
Yeah.
And I've got somebody that's waiting, but I'm going to look forward to.
I am looking forward to it as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
And having you on. We are black independent, but also spending some time. Because I think that many of us get into office or running for office, and we lose sight of the very people. Remember that time we were walking in that parade?
Yes, absolutely.
Yes. I seriously want to address that.
That is beautiful. Just for the audience knowledge, Jeannette approached me as these were being thrown and the kids were picking them up. And she challenged me, and we wrote an article together that was listed in the Florida Sentinel. So if you get a chance, I'm not going to tell you what it was about, but if you get a chance, read that article. Contributions and the vision was given to me by Jeannette Bradley. Very powerful article. Yeah. Thank you. All right. Thank you.
I know, I'm sorry. He was gonna go on and I said I gotta go. All right. You said 2 people. All right, I'm good. Hey guys, this is I know we are over, but it's gonna be good footage for us to really give this effort as much publicity as possible. All right, so hi, my name is Jeannette. Yeah, you were awesome on the panel. This is one of the panelists today. My phone, I was right there in the front row, and my phone was giving out. And I was like, oh man, I gotta go plug it up. So, if you can say your name, and you are a barber.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Beautiful responses from the barbers today. And today, what this is all about is that special thing that happens in the barbershop that these men are capturing in the community, bringing family together. Now that's all I'm going to say. So he's going to introduce himself and talk to us about why you are here as a part of this wonderful movement.
Okay, well, my name is Maurice Rome, and I'm a part of the Barbers STRONG program today because I have a nonprofit organization. It's called Prolific Developers. And one organization I deal with black men and advocating for mental health for the black men, right? Second program is for the young youth from 12 to 18.
Okay.
And so just it's a mentorship program. And we held right in the barbershop and teaching the young youth how to really put it on, how to dress. Pull your pants up.
So this is going on an ongoing basis?
Yes. So it's 2 levels. So my organization is 2 levels.
Okay.
So
cousin conversation. That's when it's a men's space. 4 men and 5 men. Yes. The cousin conversation, it happens. We hold it at my barbershop in 2001 East Hillsborough Avenue on the first Tuesday and third Tuesday of the month.
Okay.
And that's where we invite all the men here in Tampa to come out. And let's just talk. Let's sit down and let's see what's really going on up here. Here. Emotions.
That's for men.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So,
and when do you get with the youth?
I get with the youth on Wednesday of every week.
And what are you doing with them? And is it in the barbershop?
Yes, ma'am.
It's also in the barbershop?
Yes, it's in the barbershop. Teaching them a trade. So teaching them how to cut hair. Everybody's not going to college, right? And at that age, you don't have to take the skill from anybody. We give you a skill set where you can go ahead and make your own money.
Alright.
You know? And also teach you how to present yourself.
Right.
I'm providing, I got the funding for deodorant, toothbrush, toothpaste, everything is hygiene. So the image. Pull your pants up. Walk up, you know, just
This is so important.
yes. So
I love what you are doing, even as your own entity, but as a part of the larger group.
yes.
And if we all understood that we can do our own thing, like Mona and I, we do this, but then we like to be a part of, and we are honored to be a part of what you guys are doing.
Okay. So you know what? You can help me out because I need 6 more youth from 12 to 18. It's in the 3316 zip code 33603 and 33619. Those are innocent. 19.
And what's the other one?
03. Yes. I just need the
Guys, listen up.
I need the youth from the age of 12 to 18 so I can enroll them in my program. I got room for 6 or 7 more, but I'm not going to turn anybody down.
Now, what's the fee?
There's no fee.
There is no fee.
I handle all their food. Food is covered. Drinks are covered.
That's on Wednesday.
Field trip, so we will be covered. So all their mom or dad will have to do is drop them off. I do not have a card on me. I had it set up on my cell phone.
I'll tell you what, just write your number here. Write your number here, and I'm going to give you a call with some folks. I'm going to talk to some parents. Y'all, this program today was so important for the community. It is time for us to move different. We have to move different. And today was a part of that movement. So, it's really awesome. I got to meet Maurice and so many different people that are doing the work right now. But we need to make sure that our children, our men are engaging. So, pretty awesome. All right, so I'm gonna give you a call and I'm Jeannette, just to make your number. With the Bobby, we are Black and Men.
And my barbershop is right north of this. Right in the it used to be a subway that is no longer there. Hungry Highway. Hungry Highway.
Alright, my mom is a barber. You're my mom. You got yourself a barber.
I got you. Mom, I got you covered.
Alright. Great, thank you so much for stopping by.
Thank you for having me. Yes. All right. Enjoy your day.
Hey, are you guys like, okay? Y'all, I want to turn the camera around. All right, you were on the panel.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, and I just talked to you.
Let me scoot over.
All right,
Yeah,
that means I'm going to pull this back. All right, guys. I am here with two more members of the panel. You just met Maurice, who was on the panel, and now we are here with
Elton Mitchell, Finest Barbershop.
All right.
Better known as T-Rig.
All right, so they are barbers that you guys did a great job.
Thank you. It was on.
All right, so I'm going to bring this a little closer in because I want you to talk to the audience.
Okay.
Who you are, your barbershop, and where you are.
Okay.
All right? We need to know. And why are you here today?
All right. I'm a man from Men's Finest Barbershop. My barbershop is located at 6842 North 50th Street, Tampa, Florida, 33610. I'm here because my heart goes out to my community, and I'm trying to better the community in everything I'm doing through barbering and mental health awareness.
All right. And we're going to go with you.
How you doing? I'm Samar T-Rig.
All right.
We're
competing against
Let me get in there.
Right, Mike with Jen.
Okay. So, I'm not truly a barber, but I collab with barbers, specifically this one here.
Okay.
Our group is Men Up 365. You can check us on menup365.com. And we basically worry about the mental health of men. If we can get us right, we can get the families right. So that's what our focus is right now. To get us right in focus, and then everything will fall in line.
All right, so you can get your hair cut, get it straight, but you also need your mind straight.
Right.
I love that.
Get some counseling while you get your hair cut. Right. Guess what? He'll show up right now while you get your hair cut.
Oh my God.
I'm like a ghost. I just pop up.
For real?
Yeah, for real. Yeah. I make the call real quick, and I take my time cutting their hair, and then get on up here. Right. And we take care of hands on.
We hands on. Identify people that are having stuff.
Yes. Ground zero. First round of defense. Gotta work together.
I couldn't even thought of that. That's happening in our community right now, where the barbers are partnering with mental health counselors.
Oh yeah. Sometimes I get out of work, I have to call him on the way home. I gotta get some stuff off my chest.
Mona said the same thing when we had the community stop. And she said when she goes home, she said, I'm sadder when I'm in this.
Yeah, carry a lot. You encounter a lot of souls. You encounter a lot of problems. You take on different types of energy, and it sticks to you. You have to learn how to what it's called, decompress. I guess that's what you call it. Yeah, you gotta learn how to decompress when you get home, but you don't want to take that into your home, to your place of dwelling.
All right, y'all just gave me a whole new thought about how we as a community, one of our concepts, we like to say to people, you gotta move different. You can't keep moving the way we used to do. You gotta move different. And today, y'all are moving different.
Yes, ma'am, thank you.
And it is a way that will provide healing for us as
we got to recalibrate our mindset.
Absolutely.
We're not trying no more. We do it. We do it now.
You're doing it.
Yeah, we're doing it. Yes.
So I thank you guys so much for what you're doing and for stopping here and sharing with our audience. So what we do is we take the feed because we're over time. We take the feed and we do a lot of video clips and we just shoot it out into the feed. So this is going to be really interesting. I love that.
That's what we do.
All right,
thank you. Now check out www.menup365.com. Tap in.
Okay. And you already told them the address.
Shop.
Yes, ma'am. MenZorg Barbershop and Salon, LLC, baby. Come see me.
All right. All
I
right,
cut
guys.
you.
Well, yeah, I guess that was funny.
Or should I say with a haircut so sharper than the clippers?
All right, guys. Thanks so much.
Thank you. All right.
Take care.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Guys, we have a community. We have a community that has so much talent, The Black community is self-sufficient. And gatherings like this and coming together, we get to learn about who we are and what we have. So, joining me today is, bar none, one of the best dressed people on the panel. That was you. I was sitting up there saying, wow, he is looking really good. So he was also a barber on the panel today. So what I'm gonna ask, my name is Jeannette.
And I'm Cedric.
Cedric?
Cedric Queen Senior.
Cedric Queen.
Queen Senior.
All right, let's do that again. Cedric Queen Senior. So what I'm going to ask you to do is tell our audience, what I'm going to do is take this and do a lot of video shorts. And you'll probably find us on, if you follow us, you'll find us on our, yourself on our site at some point. But tell our audience, hey, who you are, where your barbershop is, and why you are here today, dropping tips on land.
I am.
You gotta get closer to the mics around, and this is the mic.
I am Cedric Queen Senior. I own a barbershop called Masters of Cuts Barbershop. It's located on 2415 East Lake Avenue. Right? It's on the corner of Machado and Lake. I also own a men's group called Men of Valor. Men of Valor.
Okay, Men of Valor.
Where we work with young and old, and we mentor young and old, and we help try to employ them through Men of Valor, and just empower men to be the head of their household, to be the priest of their household, to get men back into the household.
That is, so what I'm learning is that you guys, here's what I thought. Y'all were just barbering your cut here and you go home. That's not what happens in those barbershops.
No, ma'am. We are everything from a financial advisor, a mental health advisor, advocate, a therapist, a counselor, marriage counselor,
right.
A mentor. We cover a lot of bases, but it's not about just the haircut when you come to the barbershop.
It's not about just the haircut.
Right.
That is so powerful, especially with the needs of our community. You guys are handling a lot more than we even understood.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of us barbers, like every year, we do things for the community of giving back. Me personally, I do things like Easter. I do back to school bashes. Just different little things. If it's homeless thing going on with Men of Valor, I go out and I cut free haircuts as well as meeting the needs of the needy, like providing food or giving them a haircut so they can feel good about themselves.
A haircut does make people feel great about themselves. I know you see that. But you're doing so much more than that. And for that, I am grateful and I appreciate you guys. And I have a newfound respect. My friend Toto here has a beauty shop, and she says sometimes she comes home spent. And it's not just about the hair, it's about just that moment that they feel
They can just tell you.
Yeah, it's like that. Once they sit in the chair,
Yeah.
and especially if they already got a relationship with you,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying? They can trust you with their information. Like with the barbershop, it's kind of a sort of a safe place. And me personally, I like to make the environment safe. No hostile environment, but a peaceful, safe environment where you can express yourself without, you know, somebody get mad with you or going backwards and forth with you. You know, we talk about different topics inside the barbershop.
I love that.
But the thing to understand is what goes on in the barbershop stays in the barbershop. So therefore, you know, they get the feeling, hey, we're good here. You know, I can relax.
Sacred space, folks. Sacred space. So, thank you very much for being a part of this today.
Yes, ma'am.
And I feel honored to have met you. And I'm going to be around.
Yes, ma'am.
I need you around.
Oh, I'm be here. I'm
doing what you do.
I'm just here to help. I'm just here to help.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bless.
Hey guys, we're going to be wrapping up. Mona tells me I have 2 more, so here we go. But this guy right here needs no introduction. I don't know. She asked me why the interview is so long, but it's so interesting talking to the men or the people who have been a part of this today, whether they were participating or just attending. It's been phenomenal. So this guy needs no introduction. I'm just going to call him Frederick, but I'm going to let him introduce himself, and he's going to tell you what he does. And then once you do that, I need to ask you what brings you here today to be a part of this effort.
First of all, thank you very much for having me on, Jeannette. Appreciate it very much. What do I do? I'm the president and founder of DLD Enterprises, motivational guru, Frederick Douglass for 17 years. As a matter of fact, I just got back from Washington, D.C. performing as Frederick Douglass. This coming weekend, I will be in Atlanta at a conference, as a keynote speaker, and it's a 4-day, but as a keynote speaker first, and then the next day as Frederick Douglass. Also Soul Santa. I'm working on my 15th book, 50, which represents 50 years of living here in Tampa, Florida, and having the opportunity to meet wonderful people such as yourself throughout my journey here. What brings me here is the fact that when you talk about educating our young brothers, our black men, and the importance of our young black men returning to the gap. We are black men, I speak of, we are a jewel, Jewel. And it is very vital that we get back into the picture to be there for our children. I spent a lot of time at Mockingbird Road Jail and Detention Center West, working with young males, mostly black males. And more or less, a lot of them, when I asked them what went wrong, what needed to happen. Well, my dad is not present. My dad is either in prison or I don't know who he is. I wish he was here. And a lot of it, you know, what really hurts me when I got one child come and tell me, Mr. D, my mama say my dad is dead, but I've seen him various times. You know, so it comes down to, and I'm not saying all women, all of our sisters are doing this, but you think about the minor ones that are doing such a, how can I say, a hurt to those young minds out there that need that male figure. So my presence here is basically to hear, to see, to meet brothers that are standing in the gap. And when you say Barber Strong, Barber Strong, I am so happy that, you know, these barbers have decided to not just cut hair, but to make a cut by spreading the knowledge that is needed. When I looked at the screen and I saw the brother who I met breaking down and sharing tears because of what he's going through. I mean, it's a lot of weight on us as black men. It's a lot of weight on us because we are supposed to be strong mentally, physically, spiritually, and physical, yes. But it don't always work like that. We need somebody to release, somebody to talk to, somebody to be in our corner when things get hard for us. When the brother said that, you know, he was thinking about taking his car and running into the wall. Imagine how many black men think the same way.
I think so, and I think we have to recognize the trauma that was talked about here today. But you know, what you do for the community is awesome. And I don't know how long I've known you, but it seems like forever. It's like you're my brother.
Yes, definitely.
So I just want to say to you, thank you for everything that you do. And we'll be talking some more because you are a part of the community. You're also a part of our history. I feel like I'm talking in history whenever I'm talking to you. I'm talking way back, Richard Numbers, what happened. Now I'm going to have to move because they're going to be putting.
Okay, well let me say this real quick. November the 22nd is coming up. Will be 30 years since I retired from the post office. 5 years prior to that, my son came and said, "Dad, would you come speak to my class?" At that time, my head was to become the first black postmaster of Hillsborough County. But God threw a monkey wrench in it.
Total monkey wrench.
And I am so thankful that He did.
Yes.
You know, because it did make me it allowed me to continue, step out and continue to make a difference.
Purpose. Thank you so much. Thank
Love you, baby.
You love me too.
And tell your mother to hold on because the temptations are coming.
I will tell her. I will tell her.
You got 60 seconds.
60 seconds.
I gotta give him a hug because this guy right here, oh my God.
Queen, it's so good to see you.
Oh, it's so good to see you. So good to see you. It's been a long time. It's been a long time.
I've seen you at Florida Rosses.
Yes. So, if you could talk to our audience, and I'm going to be doing little video shorts that will be just going out everywhere. Just talk to the audience, who you are and what you do, and then talk about what this has meant to you being, and he has been the master of himself.
I was simply the moderator.
You're the moderator of the panel. Okay. All right. Thank you.
Okay, well, my name is Vasasi Malima. I am a cultural adolescent, learning to become more connected with the motherland, which affectionately we now call Africa, but Abulan.
Oh, I love that you said that earlier.
And I'm just a resident here. I don't actually live in Tampa, I live in Tampa Terrace.
Okay.
I hope that I'm an active individual in the community, and I hope that I am not only a student of learning, but a purveyor of knowledge to others as well.
Okay. So
what did it mean to me today?
Yeah, to just be in the presence of all of this greatness.
That you summed it up for me. Just to have been invited to be a part of this, to interact with those barbers and the others that were not even on the dais, was not only a blessing, but again, an educational time.
Oh, me too.
Because every time I see people who are really putting their talk into action, talking and walking the walk, as they say, sometimes it's sacrifice to even themselves and their family.
Absolutely.
I am just always, I find myself feeling sometimes
inadequate.
Yeah.
Because I'm going, wow, this person. Let me just sit and learn from it. And age has nothing to do with it.
Age has nothing to do with it, but when you think about barbers, they kind of just are that profession out there that sort of moves into the background.
Yeah.
But today,
yeah,
I feel like I need to go get some counseling and go get my hair cut. And the role that they are playing and will play in what needs to happen for this community, I can't wait.
Yeah, absolutely.
I can't wait.
Yeah, because the fact that they want to expand and do it unselfishly is
Beyond
again
the chair.
just beyond the chair.
Beyond the chair.
They're first responders, but we know that first responders are the most vital piece of the puzzle.
Yeah.
The vital piece of the puzzle.
Yeah.
And then the peer-to-peer piece. You could fill a room with the success of what peer-to-peer groups like that do.
Absolutely. So when I see the kids, as I of course work in the schools, volunteer, I will say, "Oh, you got a haircut." It's like, "Oh, you got a haircut," because I'll feel like they got more. They got more than just a haircut. So it's like, oh, you. And if we can make it where we know that when you see a black man or a black boy with a haircut, oh, you got a haircut. And we all know what that means.
Tone of inflection in the words brings a whole different level of energy.
Yeah.
Yes, a whole level. And we don't do enough of trying to expand young people's energy.
Yeah, where they're walking a little prouder because they know that I know you got more than that haircut.
You saw that.
You got more than that haircut. Well, thank you so much, because it looks like it has totally broken down out there, and I appreciate you taking the time, but I appreciate seeing the work that you are doing so faithfully.
Through His grace. Protect me from ignorance and arrogance. That's all I say.
Absolutely. Good to see you. You bet.
Beautiful lady.
All right. Thank you.
Are you still doing the jazz event? You haven't done that?
I haven't done that in a while because the schools that we're at, most of them are like closing down.
Oh.
So we and principals are changing really fast. So we have to kind of wait. We can get stabilized principals and staff so they get it and everybody participates.
Okay.
But I may have to come back out to the community to say we do the jazz event.
Okay. Yeah. We do.
Right?
All right.
I might be reaching the.
All right.
Thank you,
Put it on both of us.
Oh my gosh.
This was fantastic.
You did that.
Well,
You. When Mona said, "Oh, we're gonna whatever," and then you saw me and it's like, "Oh, y'all," and I'm like, "How are we gonna do that?"
yes. Well, all I want to say to you, Jeannette, your podcast, I've been watching you. I don't have to come in all the time, but y'all bring great content. You know, real independent moving and moving differently. I love the theme, and I think it represents independency, self-determination, us self-determine what we want to do for our people and our destiny, and we have to collaborate with those kind of voices. Those kind of voices have to collaborate. We have to understand.
I love that.
They come from our legacy, come from our heritage.
Yeah.
You know, that's how Marcus Garvey thought. That's how Mr. Muhammad thought. That's how Malcolm X thought. So, you know, that we genetically coded with that information.
I totally agree that we are genetically coded very differently from the path that we were trying to follow. This is a new time.
Yes.
And this.
And we love what they're doing.
This.
Barbers STRONG. Yeah, but see, you know, my history is always, I come up in the old nation of Islam.
Right.
And we put emphasis on the man.
Yes.
Strengthening the man, you know, that we have to be the maintainer, protector, and provider of our family. We have to meet and overcome all obstacles. We can't make excuses for not getting the job done.
Mm-hmm.
And so, if you strengthen the men, automatically the wife and the woman and the children fall in place. And the family structure in a civilization is the family structure.
Yeah.
And so, what Caucasians did in this society, they had something called HRS. Used to be health related, but now it's called. I used to call it the.
Is it CF?
Yeah, no, it's
what is it?
Child Protection Service, whatever you call it now. But I used to call it Home Reckoning Service.
Yeah.
And so they said they give all these benefits to the women, but the man can't be there.
Had to be
You
out.
know, the man, they were getting children, more money, a little more welfare.
We talked until we really understood what that was.
Yeah, I actually guys go to our Substack. And what was the title of that?
That one had to do with see,
They
you
are
me.
our boys.
No, not that one. This one had to do with fathers.
Oh, that's right, fathers.
It was fathers.
And so what happened to men? They've been destroyed all through slavery, traumatized. You know, they got to watch the black women get raped, they got to watch the white women get taken advantage of by slave
Trauma.
All of this happened to us. And so what
Trauma.
happened is, it's like it's passed down. So now what happened is that we have to take our proper role. And because you got 67% of households headed by single women. And so a lot of our women fell into that trap. You know, me as a man, not intimidated by intelligent black woman. We complement each other.
Yes.
There's not no competition. We're not in competition with each other. A household need a man and a woman, a father and a mother. So there's some stats that says that when the father's in the child have more academic success, the chance of him going in contact with the criminal justice system is lessened because the man is in the house. More discipline for the kids. Not a great stepfather.
And we're talking about black families.
Yeah, black families.
Compared to other families, black men are the ones we talked about those stats as well.
Yes. Yeah. And so that's why we've had this Barbers STRONG, centered around men, uplifting men, celebrating men, and putting men back in this proper perspective. So that's why for a whole year we're gonna have these men-only meetings in the barbershop. Started with one barbershop. It was a moment, it was a movement, not a moment. We started one group that I happened to start a year ago. And now we got 4 groups. You saw it, didn't you? 4 different groups.
We saw it.
And they're
but I heard last time you guys gathered a year ago, there were barber chairs.
It was.
Where are the barber chairs?
Well, you know, I can tell you something. You're right, and I thought about it myself.
Oh.
But the thing was, I had a barber school to bring the chairs in, and I had no logistics to get the chairs. But he let us borrow the chairs. But I needed somebody with a truck, and I can't do everything because I would have to do that. I want to be focused on marketing because I'm always scared when I'm marketing. Get people out.
You want to do the chairs?
I promise you that.
I'll get my guy Jeremy. He's got his truck. He does a lot of barber.
We're good, yeah.
And I
That's all we get.
definitely.
Excellence Barber School. He'll give us the chairs. So that's no problem.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll work with you on
We
that.
did have the chairs last time. And it looked really.
That's what I heard.
Yeah,
I was
scenery
like,
was nice.
not that it took away from today. Today was absolutely exceeded my expectations. I did not know what. I did not know what to expect. But Mona, you did that too.
Yeah, well, we want you to go and like this video. We want you to share it. You know, we want you to definitely subscribe to the channel because you want to get positive information from Mona and Sister Jeannette. And this is what it's all about. We moving differently, like you said. And we getting our information now from podcasts and YouTube channels and, you know, social media. That's where it's at now. And so we thank you for being able to be here. And the people was excited about it, you know.
It was the energy was. I literally, from the time we walked in here, and I got here about a little after 2. 2:06, something like that. It was exciting when people were setting up. Once the people started coming in, it's just been move. So we look forward to doing this again.
And we're going to do it. When we do it again, I want to say to you that for your viewers that we have in our Cutting Conversation, which is a group that I'm a part of now. Me and Maurice Rowe head that group up. And we meet every first and third Tuesday of the month. I also want to shout out Men Up 365. They do their barbershop conversation the last Saturday of the month. And they do theirs in the evening time. They have a food truck out in New City. They take over the whole block. And they track younger brothers that we are tracking. And so all is working together now. And the other one, the mentoring group, the Tillman Barbershop, he do a face-based group with men that they talk from a face-based standpoint. And out of these groups, we got 2 different groups that got mentoring groups where we mentor young people. And so we want to focus on all of the things that Larry talked about and Dr. Rasasi talked about: economic well-being, you know, social well-being, health and wellness. And these are the things that we've been focused on. I feel great to be part of a movement. That's it's not just impressive, but impactful.
And that is moving different. They are moving different. The feeling here was a very new way of moving community forward. So I thank you so much.
And thank you, Sister Jeannette, and thank you, Martin, Chief of Staff. You always be Chief of Staff.
Thank you.
Always be Chief of Staff. Thank you so very much. And to your listening, viewing audience, thank you all for tuning in. Subscribe to the channel. Make sure that you like this video, share it, and tag it with your friends.
All right.
That's awesome.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good
Good night. We'll see you on Wednesday.